To another flow.
Tell me where to go, what to do.
To another flow.
Show me the stars. Show me the stars. Get it poppin', put it. Get it poppin', put it.
To another flow.
Get it poppin', put it.
To another flow.
Get it poppin', put it.
To another flow.
Tell me where to go, what to do.
To another flow.
Tell me where to go, what to do.
To another flow.
Show me the stars. Show me the stars. Get it poppin', put it.
Just break me down until there's nothing left, so I can lay my demons all to rest. I'm at the point I've got nothing to lose. Is there some other path that I can choose? I understand if you don't wanna stay. I don't even like this part of me. I'm falling backwards, heads underwater, reaching out for someone. Falling backwards, just pull me in, 'cause I'm lost in the deep end. Creeping in, trying not to fall apart again. What happens when the walls begin to break? How long before you have to walk away? I'm falling backwards, heads underwater, reaching out for someone. In the deep end.
one hand on my money. I try to lose them in the dark. Colors bleed together, I can't run any faster. It will end before it starts. I'm up against a wall. How can it be growing taller? I'm high on adrenaline. I see the world burning in a vision. Hands up as you fall, don't know anything at all. Hands up as you fall, spinning faster. Hands up as you fall, don't know anything at all. Hands up as you fall, spinning faster.
On accident and then they break it.
No drugs can do the same.
Aha! I figured it out. Okay, we're gonna get this bad boy started. Yes. Woo!
I was about to say, you've seen when
Twitch still on top.
When Twitch streams had the Dark Magician girl reveal, everyone was Craigasming in chat.
What are we talking about? What the fuck?
Yu-Gi-Oh! We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I draw Pot of Greed, or I play Pot of Greed.
Pot of
But
Greed
what does
is
it
illegal
do?
now, you fool! It's too good of a card.
It's brokenly good.
Have you guys seen the VR chat guy going off about Pot of Greed?
No.
No.
It's just a guy. He's like he's like the people actually trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and he just comes in and is like, I'll play, and he just plays Pot of Greed, which allows him to draw 2 cards, which allows him to play Pot of Greed, which allows him to play draw 2 cards, and he just goes on like that for like a minute and a half.
Oh no.
And meanwhile, the other guy's saying that's not how you play. And like the guy's actually like kind of upset that he's playing wrong
Of course.
because Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Yu-Gi-Oh players. Real shit. Okay.
Definitely not racing right now.
The show was gold though. That shit aged well.
Dude.
Your move, Kaiba.
Yeah. Fucking the Yugi voice being that of like I'm a teenager. Oh wait, no, wasn't the fiction that he became a dude? Like a
Yeah,
man
so he
dude?
was
he
a
was like
14-year-old boy, then all of a sudden transforms into an ancient Egyptian pharaoh that somehow speaks the same
he's
language.
And
like
plays a
3'4"
children's card game
manlet
from
who
the
becomes
90s.
like
Okay, so
like
I wasn't
7'4"
crazy.
and
He does sound like a man.
He all of a sudden
and,
talks like
no
this.
one mentions it. It's not explained in the show at all until like 20 episodes in.
It's
It
like,
just
man,
happens.
that guy all of a sudden grew 2 feet tall. Wow.
Wait, what? I went to go grab a glass. What did I just miss?
We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, still in the Yu-Gi-Oh!
We're talking
thing.
about how there is no trash cards in my grandpa's deck, Kaiba.
Ah, I see.
That was like probably one of my favorite moments when playing Hearthstone was when the parody of that came out.
And that was a good
Hang
little.
on, what was that pop? That was great.
That was great. That was his. That was definitely a wine bottle pop.
That is me preparing.
Oh, by the way, I think I told you this, Kastori. I know the guy who submitted that flavor text.
Shit, I have to do a work call. It's like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, I think.
Oh my god! Of course they're calling you.
No.
Do you get paid overtime?
No, he doesn't.
I feel like you should sue.
He
No,
can't.
salary,
Baby.
I feel like he should give me an address for unexplained
Silly.
reasons.
Yeah.
I feel like he should look for jobs while he's in Germany.
But yeah, no,
In Deutschland.
German jobs.
the disadvantage to a right-to-work state is, no contracts necessary.
I mean, yeah, he can totally. There's no contracts, but he can also, you can also leave whenever you want with no penalty.
Yep, that's
They can also fire you whenever they want for any
With no
reason.
penalty.
Yeah. That's
Multiple things.
One thing that I do like about the living in Washington is, yeah, I have a contract. If they do something shitty, I can sue them.
Yep. Such is life.
Something I dislike, though, is they don't actually have to have a reason to fire me because Washington sucks.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Where'd you find this?
Exactly. Okay. Let us get this bitch going. Okay. So I got a quick wrap up of episodes 35 and 36. Well, we kind of did 36 or 35 already, but yeah. So basically that one was super simple. You wrapped up in sunlight, found some treasures. You got Sunlight was destroyed by Grandolpha Musgart, and you went outside and you found Velen Harpel. You entered her her fortress, the Harpel portable fortress. And talked with Velen over dinner, where she let you know that she needs your help. She needs your help in finding the lost city of Ythril. Yithrin? Yithrin. And there are a few things that she needs your assistance with in order to get there. She assures you that there is going to be great reward for finding the city, as it was one of the lost cities of Netheril, an ancient civilization that practiced high magic, could fly their cities through the sky, and even practice magic that rivaled the gods. This city has crashed into a glacier, or has crashed into the ice in the northeastern part of Icewind Dale, where it was encased in a glacier. And Velen believes that it was encased by none other than Auril, the Ice Maiden, or the Frost Maiden, who is controlling the weather here in the frigid north. To find this lost city, a few things need to be done. One, she needs to retrieve her Professor Orb, who she calls Professor Scant, from somebody who stole it from her. And also, the same person killed 2 of her kobolds in the process. She believes that orb, as well as a tome called the Codicil of White, is located on an island in the the frozen churning sea, where Auril has her home. You need to infiltrate her home in order to get this Codicil of White, which opens the glacier, opens a door in the glacier that leads down to the city. Now, figuring out where that door is another challenge, because you have one way of getting a general area, hot and cold location, utilizing what Hyroken cobbled together with Valhana's help of attuning the mini Mythalar you found in the Black Cabin to your tracking beacon, or your tracking device that was used to track the Psi Crystal earlier on. That can give you a general location, because there is rumored to be a Mythalar in the city of Yithrin. And it probably will be able to find roughly where the door is or how you get in there. However, there is a prisoner, and a former member, or probably still current member, of the Arcane Brotherhood, who is in the maximum detention prison, or maximum security prison, called Revel's End, located on the Ocean of Churning Ice. You have to go and question that individual. However, you do have an inn with the Silver Bullets, the adventuring party on the pay of the Lord's Alliance. They could pull a few favors, pull a few strings, and get you an invitation into the prison. So, you return back to Bryn Shander, where you were welcomed as heroes by the townspeakers who had all gathered there, all except for one, the townspeaker of Caer Dineval, who seems to still be missing. However, in his place was, of course, the albino tiefling Avarice, who is supposedly the rival of Velen Harpel. A feast was prepared and a celebration in the town square, where you were all celebrated, fed, and given gifts, including a sort of apology gift from the scribe, or from the scroll keeper, a scroll of Circle of Power, worth quite a bit of money, was given over to Kolra. As the festivities continue on, snowball fights ensued, a snowman was made, and then suddenly, snowmen came to life, threatening the town square and all the vendors and citizens there. Some strange ice imp-like creatures, as well as this giant mutant snowman, or demonic snowman, attacked the town. The party defended the town and was able to defeat the enemies, and ended up saving one of the villagers who had fallen to the slashing claws of these little ice bogles. And so that's where we pick up. We met Villain, headed to town, we fought snowmen.
So who was Avarice's role again?
Avarice
Was
she is another member of the Arcane Brotherhood. She
Oh,
was
sorry, I
she
mean-
was
I
one of
mean
the
in
original
their-
group that traveled up here in the north with it was Avarice.
I mean, Prince Shander.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have the notes on her, but I missed the part what she was doing in Prince Shander. She was replacing the sheriff.
She
or
was
the-
there. No, she was there representing Cara Dinaval.
Oh, right.
So they got the
as
speaker
leader.
under wraps.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah, because he's
Yeah.
still, he's still thinged.
Exactly. So the Black Swords is the cult that is taking over Cara Dinaval, and so you did recognize that pale blue glow that was similar to the glow that emanated from the Black Swords' chatelaine necklaces that they wore as the demonic snowmen came to life. And so that is where we pick up. As the dust settles, or the snow settles, in the middle of the Bryn Shander market, the cries of panic sort of die down as the sheriff comes, stomping into the square with some of the town guard on his tail. You see some of the town speakers looking down in panic from the steps of the town hall. And it's kind of a bit of chaos as I think it was Valhana was the person who came to the aid of the fallen merchant. So we pick up as she's basically applying one of her tonics or something to this merchant as their eyes flutter back open and you can see the bloody gash across their collarbone start to heal and knit up. So yeah, you find yourselves back in the town square. Thad's holy weapon or spiritual weapon logs clunk to the ground and then disappear.
Boop, boop, boop. There's a X-Files place as they go away. Side note, that's not a very good ability when you're playing as a monk because it takes up your bonus action. But it was fun to have out for a minute.
One bonus action.
Not being cool.
Yeah. I gotta show it off at least once.
All right, so the sheriff comes, walking in with the homies. What's going on here? We heard a commotion. There were screams. What happened? He looks around and all of the bodies of the Bogles and that snowman itself have just fallen back into snow.
We fought the snow.
There was a snowball fight.
What?
But once again, we saved you all.
It was particularly violent snow.
Well,
The snow woke up and chose violence today.
As it usually does.
Well, thank you. I once again we're in your debt, and I am. Can you
Well, honey, at this point-
explain what happened?
I saw a blue glow from, was it the north?
Well, wasn't Demovan the only one to catch it?
No,
Or
it was
Crix
the only one
to
that caught it.
Crix was the only one.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Demovan's perception is not.
Mine is a little bit below yours. I'm 15.
Okay, never mind. Not that's better than I expected. Okay, it's Thad that can't notice things, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Dieter is my
I see all.
shit
I just
character.
sometimes I miss the forest for the trees. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Well, you missed something, that's for sure.
Okay.
I could see Thad looking at a forest and saying that he thinks there's a tree in there.
Oh, that's just what big lumber wants you to think. Anyways,
I
Well,
think it was to the north, right?
yeah. So you said there something triggered this attack.
Yes, it seemed the blue energy that was somewhat reminiscent of the chatelaine magic.
His eyes go wide. That's not good. All right. You said it came from the alley there to the north?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He, motions. A few of the town soldiers head in that direction, marching double time, running down the alleyways.
Good. Now they won't know that I built the snowman.
So actually, this is something I forgot. Did we saw energy associated with the Charlatan type magic? but
And
did
the
we
last
see
thing
any-
you did see,
also saw Ambergris
Crix
the
did
Raven.
see the Raven.
I am playing that.
Okay, that's I remember
just
something. So you haven't said that to us.
I have
So
not said that to anybody at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, clearly, this is a work
Oh.
of Rime Maiden, or whatever her name is. Shit.
The Rime Maiden, she's just out here
Yep.
dropping fresh beats.
After all we've done, we better be getting fucking statues of ourselves here at some point.
Well, we'll clean up this mess. These stalls are all, oh, God. We have to attend to the injured. It looks like, well,
Yeah.
one of you has already helped that. Oh, gosh. Everybody, remain calm. We'll attend to your wounds. And he starts going about his duty of kind of making sure each of the villagers are okay. All right, Val is supporting. Okay, sounds good. So Val is going around attending any of the injured as well. Nobody else is grievously injured and has actually like gone, hit the ground and is dying. Everybody else has like injuries, bite marks, bruises from getting punched, stuff like that. Some people just like fell over as they ran away from the chaos. But after a few minutes or so, everything kind of gets put back together. The table's righted, and with a little bit of hesitancy, the air of celebration kind of comes back. The soldiers reappear. And this has been now about like half an hour, and they come back to the sheriff. Sir, we weren't able to find anything. It looks like most of the town is here. The rest of Bryn Shander is basically empty except for the patrols. They said they didn't see anything either. Sheriff Southwell just lets out an old man sigh. Ugh, shit. Well, at least there's no actual casualties here, just some property damage and, well, once
No
again.
actual casualties.
No bodies.
The party has died. We need to fix that. And Cora gets on a table and just uses any kind of thing at her disposal to try to start like livening up, getting people to just party.
A few of the commoners. One. Why don't you give me a performance check?
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, I'll assist with thaumaturgy.
girl.
All right, so with advantage.
Oh.
I'm dropping
Okay.
sick things
All right.
in the background.
A 16 is more than enough. Whereas you start to raise your glass, maybe raise 2. And as the villagers of Bryn Shander and some of the town speakers who are looking down on the marketplace festivities, see the heroes of the hour kind of let loose a little bit and seem to be much more at ease, the festivities start back up again. Music starts to play once again from the minstrels, and everybody seems to get right back into the mood of having a good time.
As the party's starting to get going again, and I imagine we'll probably return to our tables, finish the meal, whatever, I'm going to walk over to Crix, lean in, and say, if the snow can come alive, we have to be careful wherever we go. We can't really avoid it.
As much as I hate to, I do agree with you.
That gives you a funny look at that one.
The evening goes on without further interruption, getting a little bit later, as some townsfolk who maybe have some families and kids at home head out a little bit early, but some of the younger crowd or, more ruckus crowd get drunk with you all and have a really good time in the town square. As the night wears on, the Silver Bullets, some of the members of the Silver Bullets come by to pay you all a visit. So around your table here in the center of the square, you see Mokrum, Fang, Mike, and Vale all kind of approach. Of course, Mokrum being the leader, takes point. You see Veil of Silk giving Hyrokin the eyes. Mike just does the Baymax like awkward wave at everybody as he just kind of stands there. He has a mug of ale in his hand, but just is kind of like holding it for just kind of to hold it, I guess. Fang kind of slides out of the shadows from behind one of the booths and leans up again there, like watching the square. Crix, you immediately hear a rustling next to you as from beneath one of the tables, Nif pops out.
Hi! Heavy sigh. Hello.
Are you a dragon yet?
In
He's
a way.
dragging these nuts across your face.
That's a good joke.
Cora comes like with a probably like her 7th or 8th flagon of ale, like arm draped around Crix as she comes over and she goes, he's actually better than a dragon. We've already fought and she kind of looks over the group. What was it? An ancient dragon? Out in the wastes.
An ancient dragon? Whoa! That means it's really old, right?
And powerful. And we won.
It is also blind.
Thad's
Cora punches Crix.
And with rage, Hyrokin yells from across the tent.
Thad's actually sitting and staring at a small snowman he's made to wait to see if it comes to life. But he will speak over his shoulder to the conversation. I'm pretty sure that makes him a full dragon now. You can go touch him. It's okay. Once you kill a dragon, you become a dragon. That's how it works.
I feel a lot better now. I never got a chance to thank you for saving me from that bad man in the basement. Thank you.
No thanks necessary. You would have done the same for us.
Yeah, but I got it over my head. Mulcrum tells me that I shouldn't sing songs about the treasures that we have.
That's probably wise.
What kind of songs were you singing?
Songs about bragging and stuff like that, but ever since then, I've lost my courage and I can't sing no more, so I just, do terrible stand-up.
I would like.
Are you my spirit animal?
Oh, Valhana will use a spell slot and cast enhance ability on Nif.
I'm gonna touch.
Gonna give him which one?
I'm gonna give him like a.
All right. So bulls. Wait, strength? Well, there's bear, bull, cat, and eagle.
Eagle.
And fox.
Maybe
Oh my God,
Charisma
I read
wouldn't
Oh,
know.
Fox is
probably
coming.
fox.
I was like, what?
Oh wait, intelligence checks? Oh, I don't know. Eagle
No, I
is
think
Eagle's
Eagle's
charisma.
Yeah, Eagle is charisma.
Which
All right.
doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Eagles are charismatic until you look at them straight on. And they just
I would
look
say
jerky as fuck.
okay. So yeah, so bear. Valhana will give him bear's endurance for constitution, just kind of bravery, like your chutzpah type of stuff. So
And for draft.
Chutzpah.
he smiles. He says,
Ah, I'm feeling bigger and better already. Oh my goodness. All right. Maybe I have my song. Okay, hold up. My orb brings all the wizards to the yard, and they're like, I must ponder this orb. Damn right, I'm gonna ponder this orb. I'm gonna look into it and maybe see the future.
Wait, are you singing about an orb?
Yeah, it's all it's what everybody really likes now. It's about pondering orbs.
An orb, and I'll hold out my
Lock!
my freaking bomb.
Oh God, no!
My ice bomb.
That definitely is an orb. Wow. Well, thank you for that encouragement. Maybe I'll sing some more later tonight, but, Mokram had something. I forgot. Sorry, Mokram.
And Mokram looks over. It's all right, lad. I'm glad you got your courage back. Heroes of the hour, not only for apparently kicking the shite out of that damn Durgar king and the dragon, but also saving the town yet again tonight. Cheers to you.
Just a rated E for everyone.
Aye. And, here. He slides across the table a parchment. You asked for this, a little bit ago, and, finally the, old patrons came through. Took a bit of convincing, had to pull a few strings, but, here you go. Signed, I guess you could call it a permission slip from the Lord's Alliance, granting you, entrance to, Revel's End.
Oh yay, we get to go on a field trip now.
Prison.
The gang goes to prison.
There are some
Is it your guys' first time?
there are some stipulations, however, that the Lords of the Alliance have stated. Not to cause any trouble. He looks at you directly, Cora.
Cora's like mid-drink and just kind of like slowly sets the flagon onto the table.
They mentioned that that you are responsible for any and all actions within there. This letter grants you entrance. Show this to the sheriff or the warden, and he'll let you in. And also, let's see. Yes, there it is. You have permission to question the prisoner that you named. You'll get an allotted period of time with the prisoner and able to question them. But that's it. Any other shenanigans in Revel's Inn will not be tolerated.
This is still big news, Morkram. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, if we do anything stupid, we'll make sure to keep your names out of it.
The definition of shenanigans is very broad, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
I would not put it past you to do some sort of shenanigans in there. But just, as you said, Craigs, just don't mention the silver bullets at all. I don't think. Wait, could I see that paper? Yeah. All right, good. Silver bullets not mentioned here at all. Just Lord's Alliance. Good.
Our good friends, the gold projectiles, are the ones who gave us this information.
Yeah. Gilded projectiles. Yes.
Wink.
So, what's your now that you're? I understand it's you got some business at the Revel's End with this prisoner, but what are you all going to be up to next? You got better plans? Still got some duties around 10 towns?
I think we're actually going to be leaving 10 towns behind for a while.
Well, we kind of grown fond of these settlements, minus Dugan's Hole. That place is a shite hole. We don't want to ever go back there.
To be fair, we tried to make a way the dragon got there before we killed it, but we couldn't make it work, sorry.
Oh yeah, between you and me, that would have been a blessing. Places.
Oh, we know. It just didn't come to fruition.
It was just too difficult.
He looks over his shoulder at the Dugan's Hole town speaker, who is like got like 1 foot out of their boot and has their like toenails in their mouth, just like
involuntary shudder, like.
They're closer to. It's a de-evolution for sure over there.
We probably
It's
could
evolving just backwards.
we probably could have made it happen, but at least 2 towns would have gone with it, which we did consider, but
The
It was a
collateral's not worth
balancing
it.
act.
It's
Not worth it,
still
not
on
worth
our, It's on our checklist for future if we find ourselves in such a position to improve the 9 towns.
We could just give Orderl Dugan's Hole and just say, hey, this is yours to do what you want with.
what if all the other 9 towns got together and chose to sacrifice Dugan's Hole?
Yeah, you demand sacrifice, right?
Oh yeah, the
What if we
the warm
decimated the
thingy.
10 towns.
Wait, what if we convince them the only way for it to work is they all must sacrifice? Make it a real Jonestown, you know what I'm saying?
That's some fucked up shit.
Are we the
no.
bad guys?
Okay. Besides Dugan's Hole, is there anything? It seems that you're going on to bigger, better things or grander plans. Is there anything you would want us to follow up on? We can be your eyes and ears in 10 towns while you're abroad.
Where is our pot?
That's not legal in the 10 towns.
Oh, it's in
Not that
you.
I'm
You
stopping you.
like you have it in the wagon now. Like it's big enough to fit in there, no problem. Or the wagon's big enough to have it. The Polar Bear Express.
I imagine we probably break that thing out for the party, but are we trying to keep it hidden at this
I don't
point?
know if we would break it out for the party. How many people can we feed? Like 30?
More than that, I think.
Well, they're
lot.
throwing it for us, so why would we even break it out? Never mind.
Yeah.
Let's
I
save
mean,
for
it depends on if we put like farmers in it or not.
Well, I was gonna say we could send it off with the silver bullets and.
Yeah, it might be better to let them have it if we're not going to
Form good deeds with it or something.
That or we can all eat like kings for the rest of forever.
I do have one. I think looking back to Morgan, I have one thought or something that would be helpful. I'm sure we'll have to follow up with, but you see, Care Dinaval is it's in a little bit of a pickle, and perhaps having some observation of.
That'd have to be one big pickle.
I've seen bigger, but we can have observation of what goes on or keep us in the loop if their acting town speaker is weird.
That I noticed that. Seemed that there was before you arrived, there was a bit of confusion as the rest of the town speakers all came to Brinshander, but Gerdinavals was missing again, and some strange white-skinned tiefling was in their place, saying that she was his representative. Seemed a bit
Keep an
fishy
eye
to
on
me.
her.
I also kind of look back to the party, making eye contact and sort of a should we tell them kind of a way.
Probably.
Anyway, I'm keeping my eye on her.
Yes. Between you and me, the incident earlier might have been connected to her.
All right, why don't we everyone huddle around here? Don't look suspicious. I'm gonna spill some beans.
Isn't it a huddle inherently suspicious?
wanna make sure
Mike
Austin
Mike
cut out
comes
the
forward
huddle
and says, Mike comes forward and he just like looks at you seriously.
Please do not spill your beans. They would be hard to pick up if they fall into the snow.
You know, you make a good point. Do you know how to read logs?
That's a loaded question.
Just asking, Mike.
By logs, you mean logarithmic equations? Then, yes, I do know how to read logs.
That's probably what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. Here.
Just use this shit in front of him.
I reach in. I like shuffle around my bag of logs, pull out the one that I've taken all my notes on regarding our adventures through.
That is firewood.
No, this is my log. Here,
Stop
look.
showing your log.
I
I'll point to where I've written, and again, it's sort of like a really childish cipher. So
Mike
maybe
Mike
you can
like
figure it out.
straight up just looks to the rest of the party and like looks to the rest of the party and points at that. I get it. He is simple, isn't he?
He's not fancy, if that's what you mean.
It's
We
just a
don't like to say it
ruse.
to his face.
No, I'm very complicated. I just make sure it seems simple.
Please explain.
I can't.
You
It's too
don't have-
complicated.
It's quite true. Thad could not explain anything that he does, really.
But I can't explain this log. Here, look. And I just start. I'll
Okay.
quickly just give the high level what we learned about the speaker and Avarice.
Oh, okay.
And I
And-
quickly get
and
another flagon of ale.
Yeah, and probably I would say that at this point we have left them to their devices because they're against oral, and that's the bigger threat at the moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
but
was
we've
part of
already-
it. Yeah, for sure.
That's exactly, and that's just spelling it out. But now making the point that because the Durgars or what was it? What were their name? The clan again? Oh, why am I blanking on it?
The what?
Sunblight.
Clan or
Sun-
the
Sunblight.
Sunblight clan.
Yeah. Since they're gone, that's one other sort of pillar of potential power folks and power brokers in the area. So
yeah, we did just create a vacuum,
so that they keep an eye on them. That's most of the reasons. Like that's the one place I think we have the most concern of if we were not in 10 towns for any particular late of time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, that cauldron, I just looked it up, just as a side note. The cauldron can hold up to 30 gallons of liquid, and each gallon provides one nourishing meal for up to 4 people per gallon.
Oh, so you can get 120 people out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, cauldron.
And it can create a full stew 3 times per day.
Oh, so you literally could feed a small town with that thing.
Mhm.
That's pretty. Wow.
That's nuts.
That's pretty cool.
As long as a town just likes eating soup for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, gets fire, man.
It's a breakfast soup, a lunch soup, and a dinner soup.
Yeah. Makram looks to you after you explain all this, Thad, and talk about all the different things. He says, "Well, that does seem like a bit of a problem. Don't worry, we'll take care of it. The silver bullets will go straight way to Caer Dineval after the festivities here tomorrow morn, and we'll update you on anything that we find. All right?" He points to the sending stone.
Just be careful. There is an archdevil that has its hands in.
Aye, we'll be careful. We got
Don't put your nose in too many people's business. We don't want you ending up out in the cold.
Or like
Aye.
the town beaker.
We'll be careful. We got Fang to do the scouting, and Mike here to do the, talking.
And I'm sure if anything goes, how would they say, tits up, your sending stone to us may help us communicate to somebody in some sort of way to hopefully stay of execution or something significant like that.
If you want to get on that fat tiefling's good side, like really quick, just call Avarice a bitch. It works really well.
I would advise not to do this.
I advise to do it.
It sounds like that would make things go nuts up, as my people like to say.
Because you're made of nuts and bolts, right? I learned that once.
That is the joke.
Whoa.
I look over also to Kolra, and you've grabbed another flagon now. Is this?
Oh, absolutely.
You see Thad pull out a small, it's a little mini travel log from his belt. Marks one more notch on it after looking at you.
Travel log?
It's got a little carabiner attached to my belt, so I can quickly attach it.
That's his journal.
Dear diary log.
All right. The remainder of the night goes uneventfully as the silver bullets and the cold crew, whatever you guys are, you just have a carousing time around the town square. As songs are sung, more flagons are had, and by the end of the night you are full with food and drink. You all get the equivalent of a hero's feast.
Hooray! Ooh, nice.
Ooh, so
Did I
let's
get
see.
my magical liquid flask?
You not yet. You still have you still have some time on that. I forgot about that. I need to write that down. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Hirokin during this would be going off with Silver Fur just about his publications and how important they are, regardless of if she was listening or not.
Oh, she's listening to you, and Vale is just having that thing with her tail is just flicking back and forth, and we get a cute shot of instead of the hand touching your hand or something, it's just your tails cross bloop. You can tell that she gives zero fucks about what you're talking about, but is just enjoying your company nonetheless.
I want to find a GIF
feel
for
like-
that experience, but I'm afraid to search anything related to that.
knowing you, I would
Marked.
Yeah,
I
so
wouldn't be
that's
surprised if you already had that picture exactly bookmarked.
Cat dad goals.
So the night goes well. Let me just see, what is the look at Hero's Feast.
So when are you gonna switch to role playing and become Cat Daddy?
Oh gosh.
Oh God, no.
So
I've seen enough.
Heroes Feast. It is so you just get the equivalency of it. It's just for saving everybody, not having any casualties, all that stuff. You've done a good deed. So it is a big old feast. Let's see. First benefit: you're cured of all diseases and poison.
Huzzah!
You become, and everybody take note of this, you become immune to poison and being frightened. And you make all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
That's for how long? Is it 24 hours?
For 24 hours. So for a full day. And everybody will gain, and I'll roll this because it's just it's a static thing.
Poisoned. Does that mean Cora's not drunk?
Look at that! You all get 19 temporary hit points.
Damn.
Don't hurt me like this, Waboog.
How long does this last? Is it one day?
No longer satisfied.
It's 1 day. We're gonna technically Heroes Feast does a weird thing where it increases your maximum hit points, but that's annoying to track. So just do 19 temp.
Although technically I could stack my. What was?
Okay, if everybody's okay with it, just do 19 on top of your current HP and just track it that way.
Yeah, because we would also get in the morning get the 10 from.
Yes, you will get the 10 from. Yeah, you'll get the 10 from the Morning Lord's blessing.
So that would actually be effectively 29, but because they're separate, we can actually stack them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make a note of this. I don't know how.
Yeah, just everybody remember it.
Yeah.
Luckily,
health bars actually do it better now, where they say plus instead of
Yep.
having the health bar go way off.
I was about to say that. Yeah, they fixed that a while ago. It just hasn't really come up since.
Yeah.
Where is it?
So when you do, if you take your tokens and you
if you add to that,
if you just add, it'll say plus, yeah, which is different.
Oh, that's
than
really
temp.
cool. Yeah. So it does show you your base HP and what it is now. That's really
yeah.
Nice.
Because it used to be that it would like
send a bar
all the way across the screen.
Yeah, so whenever you altered like a monster with extra HP, it would just be like, wow! This goblin has 100 HP, and the thing was just like, yay!
That's the thing. The more they gain polish, the more they lose charm.
So yeah. All right. So the night goes on. You all are able to. You're given very, very nice lodging in the local inn. If there's the equivalent of like suites for everybody, you're all given suites, which it translates to why you have such a restful sleep.
I thought you went British for a moment and were referring to desserts as sweets.
Ah, yes. You get your blessing in the Morning Lord, 10 temp HP in the morning. And the town wakes up with like a general hangover with everybody. It's just kind of like that like post-Oktoberfest or like post, block party vibe where there's just kind of like, it's just like the streets are kind of trashed. Cholera, give me a Constitution saving throw. See how bad your hangover is.
No, she's not poisoned.
Oh, you're right. No, so no matter what, yeah,
your hangover.
This Hero's Feast is the perfect anti-hangover remedy because you just wake up feeling like $1,000,000.
I will say it also as soon as she finished the meal.
Away.
As soon as she finished the meal, she sobered up immediately.
Yeah,
Apparently
it's
the
just
cure
kind
for
of one of those.
hangover is just to party harder.
Yeah.
Charlie
That's good,
Sheen was
because
right
that was
this
like
whole
my
time.
worst Constitution save this entire game.
I know.
Wait,
in the morning, in the morning, you go down into the breakfast area of the inn, or the common room of the inn, and you see Velen in there with on a side table with her kobolds just kind of clamoring around, jumping on some of the benches, and they see you come in and they wave at you, and she beckons you over to the table, the group of you.
Side note: would this fancy inn have heated baths and things that we could take advantage of?
Your rooms do, yes.
This is the first time Thad's had a bath in 3 months.
Whoa.
Let's be honest. This is the first time Thad's had a bath.
I mean, as far as he can remember, it's the first time he's had it in 3 months, so who knows?
Yeah.
But finally, I have a chance to take off the old gloves.
As we get to the table, Coldray just holds her hand out to Valen. Or Velen.
She says, good morning to you. Cora?
She does like the clamp hand motion.
Pinch, pinch kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
What would you like? I'm sorry. Is this a custom that I am unaware of?
First, Cora looks around like, do you really not get what I'm trying to go for here? And then finally, just the drink, please. I don't want to pay.
Oh. Yes. So how silly of me. I'm not going to be giving you my flask today, but your drinks have been already taken care of. I've paid for breakfast. You can have your hair of the dog, I think it is called. Yes.
I suppose that's good enough.
There's food and drink brought over to the table.
Alex confused at that one for a minute.
Why are they putting dog
I-
in the drinks?
Gives it the kick.
Deadman is definitely like walking around like faking having the hangover, seeing that a lot of other people in the town are doing it, despite
It's
not
what
having
you
drunk
do.
anything.
Yeah. See, this Cora looks at him and just like, didn't you drink water?
I spilled every drink I had on purpose. I gotta fit in, Cora.
With the food delivered and the drink there, Velen looks to the group and she says, "Okay, so now that you have had your hero's welcome, it's time for us to get down to business. Where are we going first? We have some options." She lays out the map on the a map on the table. There are
I
some
believe
options.
north.
I do know a rough idea of where this island is in the Sea of Moving Ice, and have some ideas on how we can get there if you are interested.
I am intrigued by your alternate transportation methods.
So,
Don't say it like that.
that's the
makes
simplest
that
way
sound
would be
sexual.
to
Bears can't hear us.
charter a boat, correct? That would be how most people would think about this, but I have
I'm
heard
not
rumor.
taking a boat with her pointing at Colt.
Cora looks extremely offended.
Why would you
Just-
not want to take a
I'm
trip
the only
on a
one here
boat?
with sailing experience.
You're also the only one here who's ever crashed a ship, so
Yep.
I didn't crash it. It was extenuating circumstances.
She was not piloting the ship. She just caused the chaos that caused it to crash.
Causes destruction, which in some ways is worse. Because
To be fair, I feel like it's not going to matter what way we take transportation if she causes that kind of chaos.
Cora
I
is gonna
don't
cause
like water.
chaos.
Point
Well,
being,
I vote
if you have a
boat.
faster way than a
Well,
ship,
okay,
then
there
we
is
can
boat. It will be a bit costly, and
Consider
we'd have to
boat.
use some possibly disreputable people. I don't know if I trust them, but that is an option. The other option is a bit more interesting. I have you heard of Angajuk's Bell?
Ngabanga?
Angajuk.
excuse you.
I have
Bless
now.
you.
Angajuk. It's a name. No?
No,
No,
I,
I'm
I
not.
think a name is, normal.
That's subjective.
There is
Okay, Crix.
there is a tale of a vacant whale who swims the Sea of Moving Ice and provides a sort of ferry service.
Excuse me, did you say a whale?
Would I know anything about this?
Give me a. Oh, you know what? Sure. The Dark Duchess was doing some was doing like its shipping routes along the Sea of Moving Ice, and you had heard a rumor of and I'll say it now without the stupid villain accent, an awakened whale.
Awakened whale.
Yeah. So
I'm having
an awakened
flashbacks
whale
of Final Fantasy right now.
that
Vacant
uh,
veil.
vacant whale that would that you heard rumor would provide ferry service to individuals around the Sea of Moving Ice. It was you would have to kind of win the favor of the whale, befriend it as you would, and
Scratch the barnacles off.
Yeah,
or
I'm
convince it
getting
like
some,
the rumors, the tales were saying that like it was more so just convince it that you were good people, and it would trust you.
Oh, we're fucked.
And in doing so, it would show you its favor by transporting you anywhere in the Sea of Moving Ice. There was
That's kinda
rumor
awesome.
that this whale, in order to find this whale, there was a specific spot along the coast of the Sea of Moving Ice where you could summon it by ringing a bell. Like a large bell. Yeah, Val's excited and says she has bells, but it's not that kind of bell.
Do you really believe that? It was just a rumor.
Well, I've spoken to quite a few of the 10 towners that do fishing out in the Sea of Moving Ice, finding some hunting out there. Apparently it is a good place to find some very, very large knucklehead trout and other fish, as well as some hunting of the crag cats out there. And I do not condone it, but there is some... they do seem to hunt some of the polar bears and stuff. So, I know it is a vile. It is vile, but they do a good job of using all the parts, the fur,
To
the
be
meat.
fair, with the tables turned, they would hunt us as well.
Very true. Polar bears.
Fern
are...
and Buttercup are precious little angels, and they wouldn't do a damn thing to hurt us.
Those are
They are
domesticated bears. I'm talking
Truly,
about
they're
the
the
wild
best among
ones.
us.
Exactly. There is a difference between a pet and a wild animal.
Buttercup and Bird are free. Damn it.
Back on the subject of this whale, I mean, it's basically the most believable thing I've ever heard, so I think we
Of
should
course.
probably investigate that. I want to see this. It makes too much sense.
I will admit that I am very curious about it as well. It is said that it's not just a ferry, but a submersible, a U-boat, if you will.
It goes under the water. Now that is unbelievable.
Is it like
A whale that goes under the
actual
water.
ferry?
Lie. But I'm
Is
just
it-
imagining this is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Doesn't this thing know that the water is wet? This is
Ah,
Wait.
yes.
horrible
I was
thing.
worried that
I know you're.
my fuzzy Hirokin. I knew you would bring this up, as you know, the water and the cats. It's the fishers and hunters tell me that it has some sort of method of keeping you dry. They said that they only had heard rumors of it, so I was not quite sure, but I'm sure we will find out.
But
Wait,
see, then
yeah,
it would
like-
sink on purpose.
I
Whereas
believe
my
you for
boat only sank on accident.
Yeah, are we not sure this is
Allegedly.
like one of the fairy tales from your region, whatever it is, where it's all like actually fucked up? Like, oh yeah, it's a fairy boat that
actually-
goes
Yeah.
under the water, and then it just
Burying people
drowns
for
you.
drug money.
Yeah.
I know you're
Oh,
saying
God.
ferry as in like a ship that transports, but is it a actual ferry?
As in from the the Feywild? Not sure. Vacant animals have some strange properties when they gain the intelligence. No offense to druids, she looks over at you, Crix, but sometimes they are a bit irresponsible with what they do with their magic. Going willy-nilly, vacating animals in the woods and just leaving them there on their lonesome, trying to figure out what they do with their new found intelligence, and it gets pretty nasty. It seems that this
Oh.
whale has found its calling, though.
So that's what druids
Didn't
mean
we
when
have
they
a
say
stag
they
talk
get
to us?
high. Okay.
Sorry, what was that? It has a what on
Sorry.
it? Miss
Didn't
Cora?
we have a stag talk to us at one point?
Ah, yes, you did have a stag talk to you, actually. Yes, that was the...
I couldn't remember if it like talked to us or if it like spoke Druidic.
Crix looks
Yeah.
down at the,
Yeah,
Crix looks down...
I just pull my sword and I'm like, I ripped off its antler.
Yes, you did.
Ah, yes.
Just matter of factly, not like...
I ripped off its
It's just-
antlers. Nice.
Yeah.
Not in a personal way, mind you. Just-
Yeah.
I
dead.
eat people.
Yes, I eat people.
So, I would say she points at the map, and she marks it. Angajuk's Bell is just a little bit of ways to the northwest of us here. I would propose that we can go there, or if you do prefer, we could travel a little bit further to Revel's End and take care of the problem there. Have you found a way to gain entrance to the prison?
We have the paperwork necessary, yes.
Ah, very good, very good. Okay, it seems that...
Hypothetical question.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to know how large a dragon's hunting ground is, would you?
Ancient, specifically.
She narrows her eyes.
Just hypothetical.
But this have to do with the rumor of a ancient white dragon that seems to be patrolling the area to the south, to the northwest of 10 towns.
It's blind.
I cannot confirm or deny this rumor.
mostly- It's blind, mostly deaf, and possibly mentally unstable.
Crix, I need you to work with me.
If it is all of those things, then I would not worry about it. There's 8 of us here. It is fine. We will deal with it. I am not very.
There was also a giant riding a mammoth, and that shit was.
There are giants.
Something.
There are frost giants all over the place up here in the frigid north. I'm sure there's a frost giant somewhere in this town right now. Come,
Yeah,
we
but-
cannot be concerned with these trivial things. We have an ancient city to find.
Also, to be fair, I kind of want to meet Don Quixote again. He was pretty cool.
Ooh.
Monkey boat.
Oh, is that
I
what
mean,
you were
we could
calling
have
the
met him,
frost
but
giant
none of
on
you
the
wanted
mammoth?
me to go see him.
Yeah, he had a mask for a spear. It's pretty cool. He's a big boy.
Well,
I could have
think
gotten a mammoth.
if we go to this Angajuk's Bell and go
Unga
to the
bunga.
island from there, can we then go from there to Revel's End, or would we have to go back through Angajuk's Bell?
See, that is a very good question. I would believe that we could probably talk to Angajuk and have him, this doesn't have to be a round trip back to and from the bell. If he was amicable to it, he would probably want to take us where we ask. Remember, we just have to make friends with him. It'd be nice.
I
I'm
vote we-
always
So we're
nice.
fucked.
I vote we
who
make
among
friends with
us?
the whale.
I vote we can make friends with the whale as well.
I vote we should try.
I. Ulrich checks to see what Val's position is on this.
She nods vigorously and just says, "Whale."
Alright, I guess I'm for the whale plan.
I can talk to whales, you know.
You can
All
talk
right,
to
old
literally
man.
anything.
I think this one can talk back, right?
Oh,
Smart.
poor Derpy right now is just getting the roundhouse of things from our pets. Thumper sat up, farted on her, and then left. And then Thor got on her, was like on her lap, and then let out a big cat sneeze on her. Perfect. Animals.
Aminals.
Velen
Gauntlet.
looks at the party and she says, "This is very good. I am very excited about this. Not only will it get us to our goals of the Codicil of White and possibly finding my Professor Orb, but I am admittedly extremely interested in Angajuk. Are you all ready to leave? You seem to be well fed and well rested."
I am a little bit antsy. I want to go find something new to learn. Yep.
And
think sitting here
I'm
gets
sorry,
us
but if
anything.
you I was wondering, is there enough room for me and my kobolds in that giant wagon of yours?
I suppose so.
The kobolds can ride on the roof. They're very good in cold weather.
Just keep
Well-
them away from the wargs, I think.
We
Yeah,
also
I'll-
probably have to find food. For,
Do not worry about that. I've already financed this.
Well, I meant for the animals.
Oh no, do not worry. As I said, I've already taken care of this. Trust me, I'm letting you know that there is a little bit more to me than just my magic that I am capable of.
I don't know if you've noticed, but trust is a
Well, I
touchy
hope
subject to
I
this.
hope to be able to earn it. So, I've already arranged for feed and food for us on our journey. It can be picked up from the stables as we leave, and hopefully that will be enough to hold us over for a few days. I'm not quite sure if we will be able to bring the wagons onto the Vale, but we will see when we get there, won't we?
I
To be
suppose.
fair, I think only one member of our group has earned everybody's trust at this point.
Oh,
And
thank
that's
you.
Buttercup.
Oh, fuck.
Who are
I-
you?
And who are you referencing?
I meant
Choose your words
Valhalla.
carefully.
I meant
Oh, yes.
Valhalla.
That's a good point.
Well, actually, I vote for Buttercup now.
Yeah.
I
Honestly, Poot is has a quite the ways with words.
Yeah, I guess Poot does wear their name on their sleeve.
Yeah, but as
To expect at all times. It's true.
as Poot's wagon pilot, you don't really want to be behind him for too long.
neither slobber.
Yeah, trust is broken by wind.
Together they are dang crop dusts.
Goes in tundra adjusting crops, you know.
You just
Velen-
never know when it's gonna hit.
Velen downs the rest of her morning coffee, smiles and says, "Well, here's to a successful expedition. Shall we head out? I know it's early, but early bird gets the worm, right?"
Really, it's the best time to go. Let's move.
I'll take a roadie. I'll grab a drink from the bar.
Oh yeah, me too then.
You
All
don't
right.
need to fit in with us, Donovan.
Party gathers their belongings, and you find you do find the 2 warg sleds and the polar bear war wagon fully equipped. There is like feed bags filled with kind of dried meats that have been left at the side of them. You see a smiling stable owner. You recognize him from your previous times here. And he sees Velen approach, and he gives, just kind of like one of those smiles, like, "Ah, yes, the woman who paid me a lot of money." And he just kind of like, "Ah, yes, hey, the wagons are all ready, all well stocked and equipped. Got your dried meat, and also a few rations and some food for the road. I think you said for at least over a week or so, right? You're all stocked. So thank you for your patronage. Greatly appreciate it."
Did that kid ever come back?
Nope, his parents think he's dead.
I
What a shame.
doubt
Probably
that.
for the best.
He still
For his
has our
sake,
money.
he better be.
That is a gnarly threat. Well,
I think after this campaign, Cora and Demovan are just gonna be debt collectors.
Hey, I
Collectors
am
in the
in on
frozen
that
north.
too. I am in on that too.
I don't even think Demovan is actually mad. He just sees like the way the winds are blowing on this kid.
he just gets mad as well. All right.
So
well,
that's gonna be the post game one shot, right?
Yeah.
Tracking down this kid. I'm
Yeah.
Gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
it's gonna be a
Derpy
fucking
just said.
bounty hunter show, except it's
Derpy
character.
just said it's gonna be like finding Grog or finding Bob, but
Oh.
it's finding the kid.
Somehow
Searching for this
crosses
stable
over
hand.
to
Not for as positive reasons.
Yeah, the lost
this kid who
stable
stole
hand.
what 8 gold from us when we were like level 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, such a crime. All right, so
pay.
the party gathers your stuff, or you gather all the stuff up, leaving Bryn Chandra behind you, and you head off into the frigid tundra of Icewind Dale. It's uneventful, and you follow a familiar path that you took to get to the Dark Duchess earlier on your travels, making your way across these frigid hills, the valleys and the peaks, and fairly soon you can see in the distance the kind of shifting terrain as the sea of moving ice starts to show. This was about a day of travel, so it's nearly the evening as you make your way there.
I'm just saying, I don't normally eat living people, but I would make an exception for that kid.
That's been the conversation for the whole 4 hours.
Absolutely.
Thad pulls ahead a little bit with Poot and just like, oh, I'm not in this conversation. Also, I found sunglasses somewhere with my hangover, so yeah.
Not here. Not talking.
No, we're not hungover because we're all poison immune.
I pretend to be hungover, and also wearing sunglasses at night because it's not.
Everybody, like half of our group is pretending to be hungover right now.
Oh, it's totally a game theory thing where like no one understands that we're all sober, like not hungover,
Yeah, we're all fine.
but we're all playing up the part because we're like, oh, everyone must be hungover, so we have to.
And Cora is actively mad that she's not.
Yeah, the one person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as soon as we're like 10 minutes outside the walls, Demovan throws his drink over the side of the wagon that he
What the
grabbed.
I could have gotten you water. The fuck, dude?
Don't eat the snow; it's suspect anymore.
What?
The water, the snow, it attacks us.
Oh,
Anyways, I pull ahead even further now.
I've been wondering since it was brought up. If you don't like water, Hyrokin, you do know all of the snow is water, right?
You do know there's a difference between just water and just snow. It's about being able to control the circumstances of the interaction. You know, it's like people like to cook food, but they don't like to burn down their house. You know, that kind of thing. It's like that.
I don't think that was a good analogy to use with Crick. Sorry.
So if we
He
put
doesn't like
you
to
in a
burn down
hole
the
and then
house.
covered it with snow.
I mean,
I wouldn't want to burn down my house.
I yelled back from
Exactly.
distance, but you did.
Trix, you don't have a house.
But you did.
Well, no, it burned down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this mental image is too good.
All right. Well, the party makes their way to as what is considered evening comes around. You make your way and you see ahead of you an interesting little sight. There is a small domed cabin facing the frozen bay. There's a bloated door covered in ice, and dormant barnacles hang slightly ajar. Oh, sorry, that doesn't make sense. A bloated door covered in ice and dormant barnacles hangs slightly ajar on the rusted hinges
There we go.
here.
I was like, what the barnacles doing?
The
They're just
jar.
dormant and hanging out.
I'd like to get in the jar.
Get
And
in
this
the
building
jar.
was. What kind of building was this again?
Get out of the damn jar. 1 second. I'm grabbing everybody over to this map real
Oh, okay.
quick. Alrighty. Where the fuck is it? There it is. There you go.
Hooray!
All right, so you find yourself here at the base of the sea. There is a slight drop down. There's a rowboat stuck in the ice, trapped against a 10-foot long wooden pier. The pier is covered in ice, glazed in it, and very slippery. And you see out in the distance along the ice, there is a bell. You see a copper, 1-foot diameter copper bell dangling from a 10-foot tall wooden pole attached to the short wooden pier out on the frozen ice. There is also a hole in the ice that seems to be just kind of like perpetually there. It's not like a crack or a hole. It seems to be well used. Well
Like
used
a-
hole.
Well,
Like a fish, like ice fishing size hole, or what kind of?
Oh, you can see
Skill.
it if you move forward.
It's a huge gaping
Oh,
ice
it's
hole.
right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
about
out there?
15 feet, 15 feet
Oh,
across
okay,
at the
I see it
widest.
Try, you suck.
Huge gaping ice hole.
Yes.
So this is the location that they have told me about. The locals say that you must ring the bell, and that should be a way to, summon this Angajok. Yeah, that is his name. Angajok.
Okay, but
I vote for
where is he?
Hieroken going to ring the bell.
Where is he supposed
He
to
is
show
the
up?
greatest fisher among us.
Valhana steps out onto the ice, and
Cora quickly pulls her back.
I got this. I got this. I will pull out my throwing fish. And throw it at the bell.
Good thinking. I'm pretty sure whales like fish.
Isn't it krill?
What?
Depends on the whale.
They're friends
Some
of fish.
eat
They
seals.
Eat the krill.
What's a krill?
Some eat half-orcs.
Well, technically, a killer whale is a dolphin, not a whale.
No, it's a porpoise.
Who has purpose?
No, a porpoise is a completely different subsect of aquatic mammal.
Shut
Well,
up,
don't make me
druid.
Don't make me go get the animal person in my life.
all right, Mr. Hieroken, what are you up to? You're gonna try to throw the fish at the bell.
Eat
Throw the
fish.
fish at it to ring the bell. I'm not walking on that.
Okay. You yeet the fish at it. Give me a or like a dexterity attack
Yeet
with
check.
it. What
Oh,
is-
actually, can I give you guidance before that? It's something I have
Yeah.
not done much with.
Sure.
go for it.
Yeah, I tap your shoulder. You will eat this fish and it will hit that bell. I have foreseen it.
I can't
What'd
imagine
that do?
guidance is anything other than like mansplaining now. Like, oh no, wait, actually throw it that way.
Good form, sport. So guidance provides what again?
Oh, it's a D4. You can roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, just put it in there. Boom.
Oh wow, no, I mean it just hits. Basically,
Oh,
once
okay.
removed, this awful tasting fish can be thrown up to 120
Oh,
feet, targeting a
shit.
creature the thrower can see. It's just the target must succeed in a DC 15 strength saving throw, be knocked prone. When she fucking heat seeking
Fish is made for
fish.
throwing.
All right, so the fish gets yeeted across the ice, flies through the air, laser sights itself on the bell, and it hits it with a loud slapping thud. As you hear, boom, 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 like the loud ring reverberates the ice, and you can almost see some of the loose snow and rocks on the ice start to move as it rings loud. Some of there actually is, and it's kind of hard for it to picture it without me moving you to another image. But the actually I can do this really quick because I'd love for you to be able to see what this looks like. Doot. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna move the group of you all to another little area so you can see what I am describing.
Do you see what I see?
Oh,
No.
God.
It's too early for Christmas music.
There you go. So that's actually what
Says the retail worker.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you getting
Fucking
Christmas for months.
Sunday. We
there's the
counted
bell.
because it was fucking stupid. We had 10 in a row of walking in a winter wonderland.
Damn, that's a record.
Sorry, is this the arch?
Yeah,
What are we
so there's an
looking at?
arch. So there's like
Okay.
a stone arch that protrudes up out of the ice. So that's kind of hard to see from like the map. There's like these two like stones
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
ice.
This reminds me of where the people are hanging in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, similar. So you
Like
you all are over on the right hand side and through the bell rings on the right there below the arch. You hear some strange noises like rustling sounds as you hear.
Hieroken, stop it.
From above that from the top of that arch, you all crane your necks and look up, and you see 3 large vultures flying down to attack you.
What the fuck?
Old world or new world culture?
no.
All right, just roll a quick initiative for me as they come flying in.
Oh shit! All right.
Vulture culture.
They all they sound like
Oh,
what's her name? Grunt Hilda from Banjo Kazooie.
Is this map supposed to be this dark?
Yep.
Everything is
Okey-dokey.
dark.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
the winter.
nighttime.
It's dark
So
at
unless you
2:30.
have Crix has light.
I do have light.
Yeah.
Crix has light. There's vultures coming in. Who has the drift globe? I forget.
Either
Yeah.
Val or Kalis. I think.
That sounds
The
right.
drift globe is the glowy orb thing. I think actually Valhalla kept that one. Okay, so she will turn on she'll have the drift globe on, so that thing has some nice light. I think that one's 2020. I do believe. Drift globe.
Huh. The whale looks
I think
different than I expected.
The whale. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
why
not
does the
the
whale have wings?
And why is there two of them?
Oh, that might be the alcohol. Shit.
You're getting drunk?
Continuing
Give me
the,
what you're drinking.
Roadie's empty, sorry.
You're a bitch.
Oh, you can have it be daylight.
day and night. I toss down.
All right. Valhalla turns it to daylight spell. Actually, no, just light. Light's fine. Okay. Okay, so let me roll initiative for these fucks. Do. Okay, and then I can't forget Valhalla. Boink. All right, cool. So first up is Cora. You hear them cawing in the distance.
I forgot to
It's
roll my
very
D8.
obvious they're coming to attack us, yeah.
Oh yeah. They're these are hungry vultures. Big.
Are they in the
angry
air?
vultures.
I forgot to roll my D8, so I'm one higher than
No,
currently.
because you forgot, you are after her by one.
Okay.
Are
Which
the
is where the cookie
vultures...
crumbles. At least for this first round. Then you'll be above. Okay, Cora.
Are vultures flying? Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, they're flying. They're flying down from above.
Gotcha.
Okay. They are too far for anything else. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force. Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Phantasmal force on it? Okay, that's fine. Intelligence save for the giant vulture. It's smart, right? Nah.
Nice.
Zaps the closest vulture.
1 damage down.
And then here, I'll just post the thingy.
I'm gonna put them a
Oh
little
my
bit closer
God.
just because they are flying right at your face. Okay. So what do you make it see?
A wall.
Sick. All right, so that one goes into a full stop as it runs smack dab into what it believes is a wall. Good job. It is now completely confused.
You've done it.
Yeah. That 1 damage saved us. That 1 damage is what it took for running into the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
1
Okay.
down, like 400 to go.
Mr. Crix.
All right. That's gonna be. What the fuck am I gonna do? It's gonna be the one that's confused. No, actually, because that one's gonna be stuck. I'm gonna go for this one then. And I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at 4th level. Why not?
Okay.
So
Nuke the
it's gonna
bird.
be 3, 4, 5, I believe.
Gatling gun hands over here.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, all of them but the
Nice.
first one hit.
Okay. So that's gonna be 8, 17, 24, 32 damage.
All right, so you take this one out of the sky. It's dead.
Roasted the bird.
Oh. Well then.
Fried chicken.
It's still. It is. These are still, though they are giant. They are just vultures.
Big vulture.
Yeah. So you shoot
drumstick.
you shoot 5 of them. The first one soars over its head. It squawks out in glee as it thinks it's made it out alive, and then 4 more of these things just go piercing its wings and its chest as it fucking fighter plane crashes into the ice and slides across, smoking.
Perfect. Bonus action. I have none. Let's go.
He lets out a cough. All right, Demovan.
I will. How far away am I? A little bit too far away. I'll walk out onto the ice. Presumably with crampons on.
I was about to say everybody's probably all set with their ice gear at this point.
And I'll throw 2 at the one that does not look like it's been hitting a wall.
Okay.
Go, my spear.
Both hit.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
9/11.
Okay.
You're taking this flying object out of the sky with 9.
See ya.
Oh my god.
Thaddeus has his suspicions on the matter.
Okay. This thing looks very badly injured as the javelin pierces it once, returns, and then you fucking yeet it one more time, and it pierces it once again.
I'll make it a pushing attack for 6.
It's dead. So it just falls out.
Javelins can't melt vulture wings.
It plummets from the sky with 2 large holes, one of them a little bit bigger than the other from the pushing attack, and it just splats onto the ice. Blood kind of smears across the surface. Okay. It is now the giant vulture's turn, as it will confusedly look at the wall in front of it that it definitely believes is there. It starts to flap its wings backwards as it tries to figure out where this wall is, where it begins. It basically flies around it because it's the visible phenomena of your choice is no larger than 10 foot cube. So it's just like, fuck this 10-foot wall that's floating in the middle of the air. It flies up and over it and goes dive bombing against Demovan. It goes for you with its beak. Beak attack 12 will miss.
No.
16 for talons.
Will miss.
Oh no! It looks
You
around.
guys are OP. That would have killed me.
Yeah. It looks around for its companions to try to use its pack tactics ability, but they're all dead. All right.
Oh, no.
Bad. Krogknuckle. This thing is flapping its wings angrily above Demovan's head out on the ice. It is within punching range if you want to.
Yeah,
you
but
get
the ice
close
looks
enough.
spooky, so I'm actually doing something I've not done before because why not? I take the staff on my back, point at it, and there's kind of like wispy purple flames kind of spiral out towards it. I'm gonna cast spiritual or what the fuck is it called? Not spiritual weapon, sacred flame.
Cool.
So it's a DC 13 dex save.
Okay. These things are a little bit more dexterous than they are intelligent, but not by much. It fails.
Nice.
Very nice.
So it takes a full 13 radiant from the
that's a
purpley
chunk.
twilight fire. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. And then my bonus action is to go, whoa, I didn't know I could do that. Neat.
Yep. It's the purple flame singed the feathers on its back as it looks over to you, very angry. All right, Hirokin. There's a bird in the air.
I would like to leap up at it, full cat pounce.
Just gonna drop it at our fucking doorstep.
Squat down, butt back and forth a couple times.
Pupils the size of the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Fully dilated.
Fully.
How far of a jump is that? I could do that.
Yeah. Leap off the frozen boat. Leap off of Crix's. Run up Crix, leap off of his back.
Motherfucker.
That's called pulling a full
You can hit the
four.
shoulders, yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Go
you have your claw. You have your claw attacks, right?
Yeah. Just recklessly
ahead and do
clawing
two of
at it.
Oh, and you were already raging, right? Because you threw the fish.
I wasn't raging for that, no.
Okay. Well, the both you say both of these hit. It's just this thing's dead. It's just like absolutely. Yeah, Hirokin jumps through the air, leaps off. Two big clawed paws land on the back of this thing, drag it down onto the ice. What do you do with it, Hirokin?
Crash it in my mouth and then I start eating it.
Looking semi-disappointed with like doing the cat thing of being like, oh, I want it to be alive still, but it's not.
Yeah, why no more friend? Why no toy?
Does he bring it back to the party and drop it at our feet?
Oh my god, that cat! Holy shit!
Is
That's
that cool?
insane.
That pivot of the like jump is so good. Whap.
Dang.
Damn, dude.
There's a reason that Tabaxi have plus dexterity.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, there's a sickening crunch as Hirokin, with the giant vulture in his paws, starts to take chomping bites out of it. Velen, you look over and like Velen has a spell ready in her hand, and she's like, "Well, you've shown your capabilities. That is for sure." Well, I wonder where this veil will be. Also, if you are interested, it looks like we have some more food for our pets. I'm not calling you a pet, Hirokin. I'm calling the wargs and the polar bears.
I am.
It's out of vulture meat. None taken. Continues to eat.
Pinnacle of dexterity, by the way.
Yes, the pinnacle of dexterity. All right. Let's take a break here as the reverberating bell, the sound of the reverberating bell still is kind of echoing out over the ice, as this combat with the vultures literally was just like swatting flies from the air as they came down. Hungry vultures come to find meat and end up getting the shit kicked out of them very quickly. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, so everybody go get some more drink, some more snack, and we'll be back in 10. Alright, be our bizzle, as we will be back in this bitch very soon. That is not what I want. Yes, that is what I want. Oh? Why does it look like that? Okay, there we go. Cool! Alright, be right back, everybody. Take care. 10-minute break.
Did I lose my mind? I'm up against a wall on the edge. Seconds till I fall. I'm high on adrenaline. I see the world burning from within. Hands up as you fall. Don't know anything at all. Hands up as you fall. Spinning faster. Hands up as you fall. Don't know anything at all. Hands up as you fall. Spinning faster. Hands up as we fall, don't know anything at all. Hands up as we fall, spinning faster. Hands up as we fall, don't know anything at all. Hands up as we fall, spinning faster.
Ding, 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 ding. Nexus, LSD, TCB, MDB. Nexus, LSD, TCB, MDB.
I'll be the one. Let's stay together. I'll be the one. Let's stay together. I'll be the one. Let's stay
Okay. What? Just the burp on stream?
You know.
They're just fine. Goblin party.
No,
Ooh.
people- Oh, hell yeah.
So,
I hate
saw this a
milkshake.
while ago.
I hate milkshake beers with a passion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I didn't try it. It's like pumpkin milkshake sounds like
Milkshake
it
beers.
sounds like throwing up or maybe
Is it thick? Is
Yeah,
that
It's gonna
what-
be
I didn't
it's
try
gonna
it.
be awful going up or down.
So milkshake is it's a weird style that like there was a mint milkshake beer, but it wasn't a milk. No, it was a mint. It was called like Shamrock Shake beer, and so it was a Hefeweizen with like mint in it. So it was like, and it was green. It tasted like
that sounds
milk. It tasted
awful.
like a milkshake. But milkshake beers are like they use like a lot of like lactose in it. So it's like lactose sugar, and it actually makes it thick. Like it's like beyond hazy. Like it's like take a hazy IPA and then just like fucking accelerate that to stupid levels.
Yeah, it sounded awful. Like I wanted to as soon as I saw Goblin Parties. I was like, holy shit, this is great.
But then
And I saw
you
pumpkin milkshake. And I was like, fuck that, no.
It's like the face
Went
is like
100
the
to
excited.
0 real quick.
It's the
Yeah.
opposite of the Vince McMahon like meme face where it's like
Oh yeah.
Goblin Party, pumpkin, milkshake.
Yeah, this was literally my entire gamut of facial expressions.
Yep.
No.
Speaking of thick drinks, I'm doing boozy eggnog because we're getting to that season.
Oh, I do like.
Wait.
Okay,
You're
okay,
complaining
okay.
about Christmas songs like
I was
a minute ago.
literally
Now
about
you're
to call
busting out
that
the
out. I was
eggnog.
like talking shit about Christmas songs and being like eggnog.
I mean, tis the season.
Eggnog is a
I was
holiday
gonna
season
say
drink.
yes. I was gonna correct my initial outburst and say that like eggnog is a holiday drink. It is
Yeah,
like
and
it's a
eggnog-
fallen holiday. drink.
Eggnog is a mistake.
No,
You're a
no,
mistake.
No.
Eggnog's great.
I already know that.
If I wanted to drink
My
boogers,
mom and dad
I'd
already
go to,
told
like,
me.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, just my mom. My dad isn't there, so.
Well, there you go.
All right.
There you
Well, on
go.
that note, let's get back
Yeah, honestly
to let's
understood
get
from the
back to the
start.
game. Okay, so the bell is reverberating, and the vultures are like down on the ground. As you're all kind of catching your breath with that after that quick combat of the,
Catching our breath. We didn't.
yeah,
catch
barely
our
catching
breath.
like as you're just kind of like, oh, literally shotgun those things out of the sky, no problem.
They just caught hands.
You hear the sounds of dogs barking.
Contagious. Oh,
Oh,
dog.
son of
Yeah, Hirokin pulls the vulture and runs off.
Yeah, is Hirokin like perched up on the rock now?
Yes.
Just up there.
I
squatting.
realize I'm on the ice and there's dogs coming.
Yep.
As you squat up on the rock, you squint your eyes and you see some torches approaching in the distance. You hear the sound of dogs. There's a sled of some sort making its way here, and then as it gets closer, you see it's 2 or 3 sleds. They come to a stop at the edge of the ocean near your sleds, and you can hear some people talking in common. You hear a gruff voice. Unload the carts! We got a whale to catch!
No, thank you.
Is that the new hogging?
You see now as they advance with their torches, 5 individuals. One of them is a burly-looking dude Looks like his skin's made of leather with furs on and an eye patch over one of his eyes. On his back, he has a quiver of harpoons.
Is whaling illegal in Faerun?
He is followed by four other individuals, angry-looking, thuggish types, all also wrapped in cold weather gear, and they seem to be unloading what look to be like barrels from their sleds that are pulled by these two sleds pulled by two teams of sled dogs. They're now rolling around in the snow, cooling themselves off after what seems to be a long day of pulling.
And they're just
are they good? Are they good boys?
Can
They
they
are definitely good
these
boys.
folks within eyesight of us? Like,
Oh yeah.
obviously-
As they start pulling, the guy with the eye patch looks out over the ice and then sees the glow from Crix's weapon and the drift glow,
Daylight. Yeah.
and he says, "Boys, we got company here. Give
Hey.
us a second." And he starts walking over in your direction, crunching in the.
Ahab, what are you trying to do?
You hear his footsteps crunching in the snow.
Are you the Wellerman?
I've
heard a lot about you recently.
All right, now I got some.
It seems that you're already here with the same idea, huh? You're here to get the great
With
whale.
his Xenos ass golf bag of harpoons and spears and
Yeah.
shit.
He approaches you. He approaches you with with a swarmy smile, and he says, "Name's Gendron Urth. I'm here to catch this damn whale, and I will offer you an equal share of the take if you help me out."
Who's your employer?
Yeah.
I'm my employer. You ever hear
Then
about
who are you selling to?
Well, some wealthy individuals who are willing to buy Ambergris. You know what that is?
What now?
Do we know what that is? I mean, we do, but...
I would say
Sounds like
Hirokin
good
would probably know
players.
what it is, being a learned individual.
Or as characters, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hiroki would just shout out, "It's the thing they used to make the thing smell better."
The cat's
Deodorant?
got it. Ambergris. Formed in the bellies of sperm whale stomachs. We're gonna take it
think
out
you
and
know what
harvest
sperm
it
is
from the
made.
dead whale, and we're gonna get a pretty penny for it. And if
Did
you
you-
help me slay this damn beast, well, I'll be able to give you some of that there profit. My boys
You know
are
you
gonna
make
pour...
more profit by not killing it, right?
What? What do you mean?
You make more profit by not... Cora, looks around exasperated. Probably the group would know she's putting on a show. It's like, did no one teach bandits anything nowadays?
Amber's confused for a minute and just speaks up.
Hey, lady with the funny ears and the wings. I'm not a bandit. I'm an entrepreneur, businessman, and fisherman
Murderer
sometimes.
of whales.
Whaler. That
An entrepreneur would know the best way to maximize his profits.
Always
Killing the access to the currency that you're using? It's idiotic.
He scratches his head. Lady, I'm not sure if you understand what, you don't get ambergris from live whales. Ambergris comes from their corpses. It's the only way you can get it, and I'm gonna get it.
Cora gives him a very "are you stupid" look. Like a very degrading look.
You got indigestion? Looking funny.
Oh,
You do know that there's more than one way to acquire
sperm whale.
ambergris.
Give me a deception check.
Also, Donovan,
I mean, technically, I'm not lying.
Okay. What would Hirokin do?
He'd be shouting from there. It's a really well-known established economic factor that as soon as you were to remove the source of your income, your profits will diminish over the long term, and it's really to your benefit to find a more sustainable method to maintain your whaling enterprise. You knew you're so smart.
And that large cat and that large bird just give me a dissertation on economics.
After he does that, Cora looks at Gendron and goes, "He has tenure."
Seems like it. Well, and Demovan, what were you gonna do?
I step in front of Thad, knowing how these things go.
Hey, I can't see. What are you doing?
Velen is observing as well, and she kind of, from the side, she says, yes, I would listen to these people, was it Gendren? There is other ways that you can get this, Ambergris, as you said. Gendren looked and said, well, alright. You tell me a little bit more about this, but in the meantime, my boys are gonna unload the goods. You see, the plan's pretty simple, it's pretty ingenious. The boys are gonna take that oil from those there barrels, pour it down that hole out there in the ice. That way it will lure the whale up when it gets all angry in the polluted water. When it emerges and breaches, that's when we ambush it, and we get that ambergris.
You said oil?
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna
Demovan
punch
looks over at Crix.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
You're just punching him?
Oh, god damn it!
Yeah, I'm just walking up and punching him in the face.
Okay, give me
blow
a
up your whole
attack
life.
at advantage.
Would it be obvious to us what you're about to do?
I mean, Crix is hard to read, I think.
Crix, do you want to
Because
punch
if
this guy
Cora
in the face,
knew,
or do you want to
Cora
blow
would try
the
to
load
stop
of all
him. But
these men?
if
So I would say, I think this is
I
something
did
like,
have a follow-up plan.
yeah, Kohler, what's your passive perception? 15? Oh,
Yeah,
out of the corner
15.
of your, okay, so yes, out of the corner of your eye, Cora, you see, like, you just catch, like, at that mention of, like, pouring the oil in the water, you just easily just catch, like, Crix's head twitch as he sets his jaw and starts walking towards Gendron.
well, whether he listens to me or not, Cora puts out an arm in front of him.
What do you say?
I just
Nothing,
look over,
just put out
I
an
just
arm.
Look over. And then I kind of like look at the situation, and I see them unloading these oil barrels, right?
Yeah, they're pulling them off of the sleds, about 15, 20 feet away from the water at this point.
I'm gonna produce flame
Yeah, the
and
big
throw it
orange
at the
barrels
barrel.
with hazard
I was-
on them.
Okay, you watch as Gendron's like, okay, you gotta tell me its alternative methods of economic. Whoa, what's this lizard doing? Oh shit! Okay. Okay, so you just, you huck it at those barrels. It doesn't take, you don't even need to make an attack roll. You throw that, well, especially with that, holy shit. So you baseball pitch fucking Randy Johnson this flame ball past Gendron. He's like, whoa. One of the thugs is just like, all right, I got this here barrel. I'm gonna put it on the ground. He puts it like right in front of him, looks up, and we just catch the camera just. The barrel bursts into flames. There's screams of pain, like, oh shit! As hot oil, now aflame, douses these thugs' bodies. Their fur's now alight on fire. They start screaming, oh shit, oh fuck! As they start running around in the snow, Gendron turns to you, Crix, and just says, what the absolute fuck are you doing? And
Now
he's
I
gonna
will punch him.
Yeah, well, he punches you first, homie.
At the same time, we'll jab and we just go down.
If we have to ask ourselves yet again, are we the baddies?
There's gonna be 4 hits. I hit you, you hit me, I hit the
hit-
floor, you
hit
hit
the
the
ground.
floor.
Wait, Porkins, what's the fucking... This is what's gonna happen. I punch you, you
What's
punch
gonna happen, Shorzy? 3 things are gonna happen. I hit you, you hit the pavement, ambulance hits 50.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
Oh,
Fuck you.
so
Fuck
good.
you, Jonesy. Oh my god. Okay. Oh jeez. Okay, it's a plus. Okay. He fucking hucks a punch at you. A 12 just fucking sails over your head.
I deflect up and then.
Yeah, Cora pulls her hand away.
Okay.
Yep, and I'm going to. Can I do just like a quick little Fletcher's flaming fist? And punch?
No.
Okay.
You can punch him. You can sock him in the jaw back.
Okay, yeah, I'll just punch him.
Okay, so I don't know. It's just a d20 plus strength mode plus proficiency.
Oop, okay, plus proficiency, so that's another 3 on top of that.
Yeah, you're proficient with your fists now that you've been using your flaming versions of them enough. So what would that be? 22.
22.
All right. Let us see. Yeah, you watch as he like takes this buckler that's strapped to his left arm, brings it up to try to parry your attack, but your punch is too quick. You sock him in the face. You hit him.
Nice. I deal 1 damage. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
He staggers backwards, puts a hand up to his jaw, and he just sets his teeth. What the fuck going on here? This is my steak. This is my prey. Hey, what? Boars! He looks over his shoulder. They're just like,
No one man.
Wait, are they actually like incinerating at this point, or
no?
They
They've
just, like-
rolled. They're rolling around in the
Okay.
snow, putting themselves
I
out.
was about to be a little bit on the. I don't think whaling is a extrajudicial execution a crime. So
No,
Here's
so they're
the
not.
thing.
They're not dead.
There's
No,
only
they.
two
They.
types of crimes: slap on the wrist and death penalty.
There's
the
like
Kirk's
there's like that
mentality.
weird shit with like the oil is now just kind of burning slow on the snow. You just see it like melting down. It's like spray paint on styrofoam, just kind of like you see steam rising up in the air. Oh, it's like a really eerie situation because it's dark all around you, right? And so now there's just this like pit, this glowing pit of a flame oil in the snow. And it's like slowly kind of like putting itself out while still lighting. The thugs all kind of put themselves out, patting themselves, rolling around in the snow. They all get up covered in like singed fur and now wet with melted snow. They look up to their boss, who is just kind of like holding his jaw. He cracks it, looks back at you. Who the fuck are y'all?
who we are ain't important. What is up at this point is that whale you want to stab and steal its amber piss is our ride out of here.
What the fuck
We are
you mean,
professionals.
You're gonna try to ride a fucking whale? It's just a big fucking whale.
We're the greatest cow wrestlers in the north.
Oh, you bet your ass we're gonna ride that whale.
I feel like this
Even
is
if it
joke
weren't
about-
for the whaling, polluting the oceans is not something that we can abide by. So
Crick's faces quickly faces camera. He just starts to have a monologue. Every
You know, the
day.
voice of David Attenborough comes on.
And you get the little PBS symbol in the bottom left corner of the screen.
Every day,
Call
thousands of gallons of
Yeah.
crude oil get dumped into the seas.
But with your support,
We can
make-
light it all on fire and burn all those who do it.
I mean, to
Call
be
PB
fair,
Cricks.
Yes.
I mean, are you all kind of now bristling and kind of? I mean, Crix has just socked this guy across the jaw. There's now glowing fire behind him as the thugs are all trying to like, as his like homies are all trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Cora, did you have anything?
I mean,
further?
I assume diplomacy's out the window at this point.
Well, since he's looking around. He's not outright
didn't-
grabbing a weapon. He's just kind of like
Yeah.
he's looking around. There's six of them. There's 8 of you, and he's kind of just eyeing the situation.
We've made a
Cora,
loud
what were you gonna
statement,
like?
yeah.
What were you planning on saying further?
I think it probably is not the things you would say now.
Yeah, not at all. I think it's about time that you leave, don't you?
Yeah, and also just I think we all have our weapons prepped at this point, right? I mean, at least Thad's
Valhalla,
stacked
you
out.
hear the charging noise like as Valhalla just has her gun out like yeah, Hyrokin stands up on the rock with the vulture in his mouth, just
he just grabs the vulture's neck and wields it like an axe.
Improvised weapon, bird.
Like, bird.
Bro bird.
Large bird club.
Use the
He-
fish to catch a bird that'll then use to catch an even bigger fish.
Gendron
It works.
looks around. Cora, give me an intimidation check at advantage.
Just a friendly reminder, the old lady who swallowed the fly was the very first Vor story.
I'm sure.
Thank
Uh,
you for that fun
Lovely.
facts from
Lovely.
Fun Destroy. Thanks, sick. All right.
So, fun note about this. Oh, I don't have it active. Never mind.
You don't
Okay,
have
cool.
advantage?
So
Yeah, no,
I
she has
have a
advantage.
secondary
she has
effect.
advantage here.
Oh,
it would be
okay.
advantage because I set everything on fire.
And,
Oh,
well,
I mean,
everybody's doing.
technically, I have advantage anyway.
Oh, yeah. Then
Okay, but this advantage is because of me.
there's a situational thing of all of us being fairly aggressive at this point. So
Yeah, I mean,
Speak
and,
for
like
yourself.
Valhalla uses her
Situation, right,
flash
okay,
of genius
situation.
to like flash of genius to even give you another 3 there, so it's a 25. Gendron looks like he was, looks like he was gonna grab one of the harpoons off his back. You see him lower his hand. There's other fucking fishing holes out there. Fine. Keep this whale. Do whatever you want to do. Ride it. Make it your friend.
We intend to.
if you're
Helpful
looking,
little tip.
And he
After-
turns
Oil
her- he-
in the water does not bode well for a fishing exposition.
Well,
That
I ain't
is
got
so-
no more oil because your lizard friend burned it all up there. Boars, come on, get back in the wagons. We're getting out of here.
if you're looking for a hole to fish in, you can try Dugan's.
Fuck
Ew.
this hole.
You'd
Place
fit
is a-
right in, to be honest.
Place is a shithole.
Oh, now we're getting to combat. Jesus, Cole.
If I
It was a
ever
little
hear
spicy.
about a band of whalers dumping oil into the ocean, I will find you.
He looks back at you and just like, I mean, he's just like, wow, these fucking eco-terrorists. Jesus Christ.
Yo, we're just the fucking we're Avalanche from Final Fantasy VII.
Exactly. They gather, the thugs are just like, boss, you said she said we're gonna get the whale. And he's like, shut the fuck up. He like slaps one of them and like, slaps one of them across the head. Get back on the fucking sleds. We're out of here. Place is it's a dud. Not a real whale here anyways. Come on, let's go. Like looks over his shoulder, gives you all a glare, and then the dogs, panting and get back on their sleds and
I think that's the closest we could have gotten to finishing that encounter without it being combat.
Mhm.
This is
It was
Korra.
kind of combat.
Bye. As the dogs disappear into the background, Hirokin, you hear a gigantic splash from behind you.
Oh god, it's behind me, isn't it?
No, it's in front of you.
Oh shit! Ooh, that's a big boy.
Oh, mother of pearl.
I saw what you did there, friends. Or at least I think I can call you friends.
Oh god, kill it!
Korra. This is
You
why-
watch as a large the head of a large white sperm whale breaches out of the hole and kind of like makes its way a little ways onto the ice. Beneath the water, you can see swimming around it, kind of accompanying it like a entourage, about half a dozen beluga whales and narwhals.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
I love beluga whales.
You are a
Okay, that's
friend.
cool. Let's go
I
now.
see what you did there. Scare away hunters who are coming for Ongajuk and Ongajak's friends. Ongajuk likes to keep his insides on the inside.
You are indeed quite wise.
Yeah, so he's speaking out loud and in common.
Is his mouth
I've
moving?
never.
Thad doesn't think twice about it; he just accepts it.
Does Demovan get his thoughts? I don't need them specifically. I think he'd just be very surprised if he does.
Yes, he does get thoughts from Ongajuk.
He's like, oh shit, what?
Yeah, so Ongajuk is an intelligent creature.
Who knew?
So yeah, who knew? He's intelligent. Actually, wait. What's the lowest?
I think it's 4 is what it goes down to.
Oh no, you get nothing.
Or no, can't detect a creature with intelligence of 3.
Yeah, you don't get anything.
Ah.
Rest in peace.
I don't think this will be the last of their whaling adventures.
Probably not, but at least we put the fear of me in them.
Well,
Well, you did
you
put the fear of fire.
ring. You rang
Thing is
Ongajuk
crazy.
bell. Where do small humans or things want to go? You friends now. Ongajuk take you in the ocean.
I feel a little insulted. We only have one human, and you still call us humans.
He said and things.
I mean,
Yeah, but why are we secondary?
I'm like half, so whatever.
How? There's no way I'm the only human. What do
I
you
am a
mean?
human
don't
as
have my
well.
own face,
Hello?
So
I don't know
Velen
if you've
raises her
noticed,
hand.
Kalis, but I am a lizard.
Oh, you are?
Sorry,
Mr.
friend Whale,
Ongajuk.
sir. Yep. Harrigan, take the lead, please. You're over there.
We would like to, and I would,
Whoa.
you know,
Oh.
like the we've been carrying, like put on the map where we like to go. But can we get there and be dry?
Oh. Oh, wait. I gotta put the thing on really quick.
Oh,
This is just Bonza.
yes, my cat
That
friend.
time he transformed to a whale, he just couldn't get back.
It's all coming around. Little did you know, Ongajuk is
Like
just
Animorphs, he just stayed
Bonza.
in whale form for too long.
Yep.
Oh no!
My feline friend, Kitty, you will stay dry on my back. Ongajuk has created a way.
You notice that
okay.
you notice that on his back, so on Ongajak's back, you see he has like a harness of some sort. Almost looks kind of like a small ship that is strapped to the top of his head.
There's no way Cora can fuck that up. All right, I'm in.
I take that as a personal challenge. Just by the way.
There's definitely an easy way you can fuck this up. It wouldn't even be a challenge.
Yeah, okay.
All I know is I've never had a chance to ride a whale before, and I ain't missing out this time.
So
By the way, because you are friend, you can just call me Onga. That's what my friends call me.
Alright, Bunga, let's go.
Onga, not Bonga.
Since we're
Sometimes
now
you just said the same thing twice.
we're recently good friends and on good terms.
For
Onga,
Ongajuk, as you
would
say that,
yeah.
Ongajak's like eyes narrow with like a little bit of like mischief in it, and he goes, and he blows his blowhole at you, Cora.
Yep, that was deserved. Hirokin, you know,
I like
I think
you-
this is a good time for us to get close, intimate, give a hug, you know.
Yeah, I like Onga even more now. All right. Yo, real quick question before we do whatever we gotta do.
I look
You
between,
drop,
between Cora and Val, and I just am like, that wasn't very subtle.
What were you saying, Thad?
I was gonna ask him about the 2-point movement. Can you take us to one place and drop us off elsewhere?
Oh, so yeah, because he's obviously he's
being cordial immediately.
Where would you like to go? Ongajuk is fairy, also part-time tour guide.
There's a place called Valen, what was it called again?
Are you asking about the island or the jail?
I'm assuming we're going island, right? That would be
Yeah,
Velen
Velen speaks up and she says, yes, Mr. Anga, is there a way that you can take us to the Frostmaiden's Isle? There's the ice shifts under this gigantic whale's weight as he seems to be thinking.
Yes, Frostmaiden's Isle. I can take you there, no problem. It's a little bit scary though, because that is where she keeps her big bird. But Big Bird sleeps, and Ongajuk will stay underwater until you are ready to leave again. Be careful, Big Bird is scary.
Will you be able to give us a nice history of the Isle in a sort of tour bus sort of way on our way there so we understand what's going on?
Just in the background.
Of course! Thank you for
When you say
asking.
big bird, do you mean bigger than these birds? Like plant vultures.
His eyes shift over to the dead vultures.
Much bigger. Bird is bird that Frostmaiden ride through sky every night.
We
Wolfenstein
killed the
style.
dragon.
Wow. You big heroes. Very honored to carry you on back. Yes, very honored. Where go after Frostmaiden Isle? Round trip?
Prison.
Prison. One brain cell.
To be fair, as a visitors, hopefully.
Getting passed around.
Man Castle on shore of Frozen Sea?
Yeah, it's called whatever the place is called.
Rebel's
that
End.
one. Yep.
Onga doesn't know name, only know that it is a place where ships come and go, drop small man people off in chains. That place?
That would be the place, yes.
Yeah,
That's
that sounds
possibly the
good.
place, yes.
Yep.
We don't need to be dropped off in chains, though.
I mean, we
Oh.
could.
Yeah, I mean,
Good. Onga no know where chains are. Maybe bottom of ocean with shipwrecks, but
Cora holds up a a pair of shackles.
oh,
would
have
it be
chain
disrespectful
already.
to make this a party boat?
Man things are smart, small people. All right. Whenever ready to go, please climb aboard. We
Oh,
take
yeah, I
trip.
Am I still like dripping wet?
It's like, he like misted you. He didn't fucking like fire hose you.
Would have been funnier if
All
you did,
right.
though.
I run and jump onto his head because I'm so excited to ride the whale.
Yep.
If he did like fire hose, Cora was definitely gonna try to give Hirokin a hug.
Aw, wet cat though. All right. Wet ass Hirokin. So you all, as you get ready to get aboard the Ongajuk Express, what are you gonna do with the wagons and stuff? Because they're sure as hell not fitting on this thing.
Oh god.
I didn't even think about that. Thad's already in one mind.
That's just on the like boat, just like go.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, this is so cool. Holy shit. It's
Do
like a little
you
kid.
think if
So,
we
what
told
is
them
this?
to meet us at Revel's End?
Oh,
we would
that
know
is.
where
Oh,
to
you walk
go?
over. So Cora, you walk over to there. It's like seems like it's an old kind of fisherman's hut. The door is, as I said, it's frozen shut.
Does it look like brittle? Or
hut?
the door?
Looks like if it could be forced open.
I mean, like if I forced it open, would the door be fucked up? Kind of
No.
brittle. Okay. I'm gonna try to force it open.
Okay. You are able to open it up as you kind of like chip some of the ice away from the outside of the door. You open it up, and inside there is it's a small stone. It's a small little like stone cabin. Inside there's frost all over everything. There's an old bed that's covered in frost as well, draped in a thick knit blanket. There is some firewood that seems to be worm infested and worm eaten, but seems to be good to like burn. And it seems like it's a place that would keep things warm.
But it's small.
I mean, if you're thinking about putting the animals in there, they would fit.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah, easy. It's
So,
large enough that they would have a giant cuddle puddle in there for sure.
have we thought about how we're going to get back to here after we're done at Revel's End?
Ongajuk
'Cause
speaks up.
Onga take friends back here if want. No worry, Onga has no other obligations. Onga Junk likes swimming around in the water, and then when done at Man Place, bring you back here. Good?
Well,
Yo,
that
Onga
works
is
for
the
me, yes.
Onga's the coolest. Everyone get on board.
Mr. Ongo, I have a quick question before we go. If you don't mind me asking, for the nature of your service here, how do you know to answer a bell?
Oh, see, Onga Junk named after former friend. That's was Onga. Onga was druid who study underwater. Onga gift Onga junk with words and brain. Also, build boat on Onga junk back. Onga junk able to take Onga through water and explore frigid ocean for studies. She good friend, but she die.
That's kind of sad, but I am glad that Ongo's gifts are able to be shared with us. All right.
Right. So Cora, you stable the animals in the cabin here.
Mhm.
Everybody.
And I try to like hide it the best I can, the carts and everything.
Sure,
like
sure.
behind the shed or something.
Yeah, you're able to just kind of put them in the shadow of the shed, more or less. Yeah, the group gets on the back of Onga Junk as you're able to. Everybody gets situated, and you hear his booming voice echo out.
Alright, please keep all hands and feet inside the boat on my back, and please do not exit the bubble, otherwise you may drown if you cannot breathe underwater. Enjoy the ride.
Oh God.
We go underwater. The first thing Cora tries to do is push Hiroki like slightly out of the bubble.
Just give him like head out of the car type of thing.
Just to be safe.
It will rip you in half.
Yeah, 7 of us are going in, 6 of us are coming out.
Just to be safe.
Right, water breathing just as a precaution. So yeah, you guys all get on the back of Ungajunk, and as Ungajunk backs up across the ice, you hear it like cracking and creaking as he splashes back down into the water. As his head submerges, you all kind of brace for the cold impact of the frigid water, and suddenly you don't feel that. But you look around you, and as you descend down beneath the water, a bubble rises up out of the boat around you, surrounding up and above you, as it kind of creates this like underwater, fully visible dome above your head.
Whoa.
There you go.
That has a fresh log out and is rapidly inscribing into it.
I am so white-knuckled right now.
Yeah, you watch as
Your
the
tail's
water
fucking
like bubbles and
standing on end.
surges around Ongajunk as his powerful tail thrashes against the water, propelling you deeper. Everything down here is a strange, dim, like phosphorescent illumination, especially because like the drift globe and the glowing sword kind of like emanate out, just watching the light ripple out across the water. He descends deeper and deeper and deeper, and soon you see the floor start to approach.
Oh man, this is like triggering my thalassophobia. Jesus.
As you get down deep there, you see rocks and stones, and now you can also see his companions, the narwhals and the belugas, all swimming along him, just kind of accompanying Ongajuk. And it's pretty peaceful. It's warm. It seems to be like a climate-controlled cabin. As your eyes adjust to the low light, and you can kind of see the wonders of this frozen ice ocean and all of the wreckage and all kinds of like, you know, long forgotten shipwrecks and stuff that are forgotten down here over the years.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, then absolutely rapt, paying attention left, right, around. What is there anything that, I mean, obviously shipwrecks are cool and stuff. Is there anything that really stands out as like that's weird or
Dragon bones or anything,
or something like that we never would experience up in, you know, on the dry land? Something that's like a totally the fuck's going on down here kind of a thing.
Sorry, moving you over to this. Moving you over to this part of the map, which is below the water, where you see the cartoony Ongajuk as he is.
It's adorable.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I see. I see what you did. You blocked that bottom point. Okay.
Yeah. So
I guess what I'm asking to just specifically is like anything that might hint to anything else.
Yeah,
and
of
that's
course.
Very vague, but
so as you're kind of like looking out and over the ocean, you see like Velen is definitely taken aback by this. She's kind of you can see she takes a journal out. She's writing down notes. She takes her hand out and like pushes it out, kind of tentatively reaching out towards the edge of the bubble, and then you see her hand pass through it, and you can see like kind of like putting your hand out a window in a car. You just
get immediately crushed by the pressure.
No, so it's not like it breaks. It's like it just seamlessly passes through this barrier, and like no water is coming in whatsoever. There's a airtight seal around her fingers and her hand, but you just watch as her hand carves its way through the water, and she pulls it back in. Oh, cool. Oh, that is very, very cool. I do not advise anybody to do that for long periods of time.
I'd like to imagine Cora and Demoman just look at each other and just both stick their hands out.
Yeah, and as you do that, Valhalla is in the center of the boat, and she just, Derby just told me to say this. She goes, "You're supposed to keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times."
Thad speaks up. No one said anything about heads, and he goes over.
Thad, give me a Constitution. Thad, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I must know. I must see.
You all watch as Thad just punches his head through the bubble, and it just.
You go like flying behind him too.
Does he lose Slugward?
Oh hell no!
No, there's just slug. You just watch as like the tentacles are like gripping to the top of Thad's head, and it's just like you watch as Slugward is turning like slowly blue. It like sucks back onto your head, and you feel a slap on your face as one of his tentacles just goes and just slaps Thad across his fucking jaw.
Pull back into the bubble. Oh, that was brisk.
Slugward crawls off your head and down down your jacket and just like huddles in like the hood of your hood of your warm coat.
Oh, buddy. Oh, I did nothing. I'm sorry. And
You
I'll
should have
actually
taken him off first.
Yep. I'll sit down. I'll actually use. Oh, never mind. I don't have anything for that, so I'll just try to warm him back up.
Yeah.
As we're traveling.
He gets warm. He gets warm in your hood fairly quickly.
Yep.
I can help with that.
Nope.
Takoyaki.
Just light up both my hands and produce flame.
No fire within the bubble.
It's a non-smoking well.
I'm just burning up all our oxygen.
Yeah, very
Oh, God.
quickly the game starts to suffocate.
At least we'll be warm.
Sounds like a Family Guy.
Anjaguk takes you on a journey, and it takes a little bit longer than you expect, as Anjaguk is very much intent on giving you the scenic route to the island.
Yay!
So you're given quite a tour of ancient, kind of like what looks to be like buildings that have fallen down to the sea. And Thad, to your point, at one point you definitely make your way past what looks to be another spire, similar to the one that was impaled in the into the snow that you found that other wizard Dazan in. There's another one of these broken apart, though, it seems, like in 3 or 4 different pieces, but it's unmistakable from the way that it's carved out and its kind of architecture that this is another spire from one of these Netherese cities.
Neat. I'll make a note to that.
Utterly covered in barnacles must this be for being down here for so many years.
Yes.
Very, yeah. The the whale or the buildings?
The buildings.
Oh yeah. Like they're definitely
barnacles
covered
in
in.
cold water.
It's like covered in like seaweed and all kinds of stuff. And as you go past, there are some like unnaturally large crabs, just kind of like
hell yeah,
like moving
God.
around the thing.
The world is formed by
There's
crab
definitely
people,
some.
which will be-
Yeah, it's the equivalent of like a nuclear reactor being dumped into the ocean, probably. So there's some, there's a little bit of residual magic that is affecting some of the sea life in the area. And yeah, you're able to, you have this wonderful kind of like fucking magic school bus, Mr. fucking Angajunk, Teacher Angajunk's wonderful tour of the Sea of Moving Ice, seen from a perspective that none of you would ever expect. As I said, accompanied at times by, schools of porpoises and narwhals. Seals come by as well. Everything seems to respect and kind of revere Anjaguk as he makes his way through the ocean. At the end of the third day, takes you 3 days. At the end of the third day, you start to rise out of the ocean as you see a little bit of gleaming light above you.
Cora was like shockingly engrossed in the tour.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, for you, Cora, this would definitely be, once again, another, perspective, the opposite perspective than you've ever had on your journeys over the water. You've seen many, whales, whether they be, humpback, killer whales, like orcas, or even these sperm whales, which are much more common up here in the far north.
Man, I'm not used to seeing sunken ships, just sinking ones.
Sinking these ships.
Oh no.
I'm always used to the before, not the after.
And the during.
Yeah, indeed. Okay. Jesus. Okay, that's where you guys arrive. Something southeast. Ah, okay, cool. Boop, da boop. Boop, boo-da-doop, boop.
Shoop the whoop.
I need to make this... Why the hell would they have this map be dark? That makes no sense. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, everywhere is dark, isn't it?
Whoosh.
Yeah, it's the
Most
winter in the
places
north.
are dark.
Dark at 12:30.
I know, seriously.
It's not that bad up here. Don't be so melodramatic. It's
It
like
is that
1
bad.
o'clock.
But we're farther north than where we are here.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was about to say, and there's some parts of Alaska where they're not going to get sunlight for months.
That's
All right.
Well,
You
they get,
arrive.
the
Arctic
sun
Circle.
doesn't poke over the horizon, but they get the residual light coming
Twilight.
under.
Yes, it's a function of
Are we supposed to be
it's a real
seeing
function of latitude.
Are you not seeing anything?
Wow,
Seeing
way to make
nothing.
way to make it nerdy.
Well, of course I would.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
As
you're
an engineer, I
Farnsworth.
feel like you're obligated to.
Wrong campaign.
There you go.
Whoa!
Okay.
Right there.
It's a fucking
You
snowflake.
have arrived on as you
That's sick.
pop out of the water. Anjaguk's booming voice echoes, and he says,
Welcome to the island of Solstice.
The whole
Aptly
fucking
named.
second zone.
She's a
what
bit
the
of a
fuck?
drama queen.
What's
It's like a
about
Super Mario World
Yeah.
realm.
This is neat, especially with the skull in the middle.
Yeah.
Shaped like a
this is
snowflake.
this is a map setting in Civ 6.
So
Snowflake.
scale here is a little bit different, by the way, just so you know.
I'd assume.
Yeah, otherwise it'd be massive.
Yes, exactly. So this is 1 square is 200 feet.
I
Okay.
see.
Okay. It's
so
About a mile.
It's a mile across or
it's
so.
yeah, a little more than a mile across.
That's pretty good. We can see across most of it then. Well, no, it's probably dark.
It's 6,900 feet across, guys.
Nice.
Nice.
The frigid air hits all of your skin with a shock as you emerge from the ocean, and the bubble just kind of peels around you, popped almost. And you realize that that Anjaguk's Anjaguk's body heat was basically keeping you all quite warm under there. Not farts or anything gross like that, but just mainly the body heat from a large sperm whale is enough to keep the party.
I feel there was commentary from Derby for that outburst.
Yeah.
There actually wasn't. This
My
was just me
whale body
anticipating.
recycling everybody
Oh,
in there.
okay.
for
So what you're
3
saying
minutes.
is this is a super warm sperm whale.
Derby's also been crop dusted by several animals at this point, so
She's earned it out if anyone has. Yeah.
So, as you arrive, there's kind of something that stands out to the party. Anjaguk kind of, coasts his way towards the shore, and you see in front of you what looks to be a ruined dock. Like a dock that looks like it's falling apart after years of disuse, covered in frost and snow. And there's something off about it though, because you're like, oh, this must be super far away. Wait, no, we're actually pretty close to this. This dock towers over you.
Huh.
It's a dock for giants.
Oh, they did mention we
Anjaguk.
did mention there was giants involved with this island, right? Or is that something else? There's frost giants mentioned at some point.
Yeah,
that
we were just
there was a
talking
lot
about
of them around. Who used this island before Oriel got here?
Anjuguk, you hear him. You can like hear his brain thinking for a moment.
You hear him shrug.
Onga said that long ago, this island was fortress for frost giants. Their castle lies at the center, Grimskal.
Alright, so we should probably avoid that
So-
one, right?
We should probably prepare for
Yeah,
Oriel
worth noting,
controlling giants.
These like ships are
Velen kind of like
200 feet.
you see Velen step forward. She's like super excited for the old woman that she is. Also, you now remember she has all of her kobolds with her still. They may not be tokens, but they're always they're all of her German kobolds are always there. She's just like, oh, this is so exciting. Oh, you said, Mr. Anjugok, you said Grimskal is the Frost Giant's fortress? Very good. Party, that is where we are going.
Oh, of course it is. Goddamn it.
I thought I told you this. Oriel has made the old Frost Giant fortress her home. That is where she keeps the Codicil of Light. This is what I'm telling you. This is what we are here to get. Come on.
I know,
You
right?
may have left out the frost giant part.
No, you didn't mention
I
the Frost
totally said
Giants,
that. I said
but
that
I'm
like
pretty
multiple
sure
times. I'm sure of it.
you only did say that was on the island, not that it was in their fortress
for
proper.
a girl with ears that big, you are very hard of hearing.
Excuse me?
Got him.
Exactly.
German joke.
See, you didn't even hear what I just said then.
Yeah, so all of these quote unquote little ships,
Cora does not look happy.
all of these little ships on here are fucking man o' wars.
They are. So around
They're
you,
huge
as you can
fucking
look through,
ships.
there's like basically a
Isn't
There-
that a fish?
there is
Jellyfish.
The boat is named after.
It's
the
also a
ship.
type of boat.
mhm.
What a bunch of nerds.
I played.
You knew the
Assassin's
facts
Creed
too.
Black Flag.
So as you're like around this
Don't call me
area,
out like this.
so something that's interesting. This is the first time that you're seeing the I think it takes you all a second to realize this. It's the first time that you're seeing some semblance of sunlight in forever.
Huh. Is it coming from a particular direction, like a horizon twilight?
Yeah, you
or
look
is it-
up and you can see the sky. But you look around you and there are walls of fog surrounding this island.
Huh.
Is it
We're
like
back- we're back to
right off the
Chris God.
shore, or
So you look and you can see that there are basically like anything that is 200 feet from this island is lightly obscured by fog, and then anything beyond that is lost in a like impenetrable fog bank.
All the way around, or
But
just
does
from
it-
the side we came
All
from?
the way
also
around
the-
as far as your eye can see right now.
Does it look like it gets darker in the sky as it goes beyond, or is it just fog? We can't
The
tell.
fog goes up as high as you can see.
But if it's directly above us, then is actually like clear sky.
Clear-ish.
Or-
it's as clear
Just
as it gets
clearer than
out,
we
and like
see.
it's more a semblance to like what normal winter like light would be. Call it Alaska light, or
Yeah, so like cloud
Gray
cover, but
light.
like
it's
there's a
gray,
sun beyond
it's
the
gray
clouds
light.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's gray light.
Huh. Wait, if this is where Orwell set up her own fortress. She's pretty hypocritical.
Yeah.
leave it to the
I don't think she preaches anything, so there's nothing for her to practice.
Velen is stepping
project.
forward. She's
We'll,
like,
we'll go call her out.
all right, all right. Thank you, Mr. Anjugok, but we must get going. How are we going to get onto this dock? It is high up. My legs are not good. Maybe I can climb on the back of my kobold. Hans!
Only
And
we had a
how
grappling
far
hook.
up?
Your time to shine.
I mean, a grappling hook is one idea, but we could also make a kobold ladder. That does also sound like
Okay.
How far up is it?
It's about 15 feet above you to the dock.
Too bad. All right.
15 feet, and we have how many kobolds?
We have 6 of them.
6.
In there.
That is
2.5
only 6 feet, unfortunately.
As people are talking,
Wait,
I turn on my
that's small.
cloak
I
and I
thought they
just
were like
teleport
2.5
up there.
Okay,
I throw the hook.
all right.
the hook.
The hook grabs onto the frozen wood and catches. I do not have
You
the
climb up.
ability to teleport like Korra does there. Thank you, my friend Demovan. Please, kobolds up
or I could
first.
throw you. Yeah.
No, please, do not throw me. I do not need to be thrown.
Oh, okay.
Korra is laying on the pier or on the dock, looking over, and you know, people could probably know she has a hand on the grappling hook and very intently looking at Valen.
Please, Korra, I do not mean to insult your ears earlier. I'm sure you are very good of hearing. But my kobolds will be going up first.
Are you saying I can't hear you from up here?
Please, we have business to attend to. Let's be adults about this. Stefan, Yannick, Hans, Magnus, Jakob, Ulrich, please up the rope.
And that will yell at the top of his lungs just in case. Don't move the hook. We're climbing up. Can you hear me? Nod once for yes.
Thad, now you're just making her want
Nod
to...
once for yes.
Now you're just making her want to remove the hook and make us fall.
No, I don't know. I'm just checking.
No, my hook is sure it's not coming out. She'll have a hard time with it.
So as you, Korra, I think the thing that gets your attention though is that as you make your way up on top of the dock, you look out to the west and you can actually see, yes, those two shipwrecks are like massive long ships, like bigger than any, like the scale of they're long ships that are the scale of galleons, like they're huge.
Do they look like they crashed, or does it look like they floated in after?
They look like they are crashed and wrecked upon jagged rocks.
Oh, and when you're saying that their scale is large, it's not that they're just massive ships, but that all the dimensions seem to be scaled up for a larger
100%.
size.
Yeah.
As if to be crewed by giants, one might speculate.
One might
speculate, yes.
Our feast is gone now, yeah?
Same day still, right? We've been
No,
3 days.
No, it's been 3 days. Yeah, your feast is gone. GTFO, your feast.
I'm so hungry.
I haven't eaten in
It was 3 days. Okay.
All right, so the party all makes their way on top of the frozen docks, and you look around, and down at the end of the dock, you can see that there are steps that lead up to what looks to be a road of some sort. Of course, made for giants. And as you kind of look in that direction, you see something flap. Little wings flapping glint in the pale light, and you can hear it coming your direction.
Oh god, more vultures.
Perhaps.
Or
You know,
worse.
I bet if we follow this road, it will lead to Rome.
What?
Why would it lead to wandering if it has a set start and end point?
Yeah, kind of an island.
No, R-O-M. I don't know what Rome is. Where did I get that?
That's not a real thing. You're just
I mean,
but
even I don't think there's such a thing. I think you're going crazy.
I don't understand what's happening.
You might
Me
be
neither.
thinking of Rom, the great spider.
So you watch as a small
The vacuous
crystalline
spider.
thing starts flying in your direction. It has a long nose and little kind of frail crystalline ice wings, looking like a little kind of like imp-like thing flapping its way through the air. It starts
Like how small?
like small creature, like 3
size
4
of
feet.
an ice method, give or take.
And as it comes closer, it speaks out, and for the majority of you, it just sounds like the sound of somebody stepping across a frozen lake, kind of like this like weird echoing cracking noise.
crunch, crunch.
Yeah, crunch, crackle, kind of like echo, like cracks and.
I hear that dialect from the other side of town. I'm ready to throw down.
And you, Crix, you're the only one who understands this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you hear it, and he says in his little voice, "Welcome, welcome. We don't get visitors often. Oh no, we don't. Welcome to the island of Solstice. My name is Sopal, and I can be your guide."
Polra is pulling her sword and walking towards it.
It's speaking to us. It's offering to be our guide.
This little thing. It is an ice method. It cowers as it sees the Blue Moon's bite drawn by Korra. No,
no, please. Sopo is nice. Sopo good. Sopo will take you wherever you want here on Island of Solstice.
Do you happen to speak common? I say in Primordial.
No.
All
Cora
right.
is waiting, but
It will just have to be a translator then.
Can you make us stop talking? It's
this
kind of hurting
here,
my ears.
He gives the ice
Sopo.
mythic gives 2 thumbs up.
Oh, charades, we can do that. Okay, so
Points to itself, gives 2 thumbs up, and like gestures around.
translate.
I know, but then we have to listen to it talk, and that's painful.
I think there might be just something wrong with your ears.
I don't
What is
know.
it with the ears today? Everyone has ears.
What?
Are you
Velen
saying you
speaks up
don't
as
have
she's,
ears,
dusting off her kobolds on the
Demavant?
dock.
It depends on the day.
Velen speaks up. She says, "I think
wait,
that
wait.
thing is
Can you-
speaking. I think that thing is speaking primordial of some sort. I am not I am not very good with understanding it, but it seems that our friend here, Mr. Crix, has studied on it, which would make sense. Well, Mr.
I'm
Crix, you
surprised
said
your
that-
old ears can hear anything.
I am curious, Demavant. Can you take your current form just without ears? I'd be interested to see that.
No, but you don't have ears either, so I don't know what the big deal is.
I put a hand to my head.
A hole
I
inside
suppose-
of Crix's head.
Yeah. I see. This is my ear, and I just kind of circle my finger around the hole.
That's a
Okay, can you
hole, not an ear.
can you apologize to this weird ice fairy that we're taking up their time and tell us where the fuck to go?
Oh,
Yes,
I need your help, Mr. Chuckles. What is the pronunciation of the double dot O?
You.
You? So
You.
it's,
So-
it's Yupo.
Yupo.
Super.
Ah.
Super.
So for the I assume it's German. All of the umlaut
it's-
stuff, you make the shape of the letter you're gonna say, and then you pronounce E, like the letter E.
Yupo.
It's
So,
a
yeah,
little- it's a little different,
S-O,
but
it's
similar.
SOPO. It's SOPO,
Yeah.
but the first O has the umlauts
the-
on top.
I require loops, brother.
Yeah, if it's Germanic, that's how you do it.
Yupo. Oh wait, where the fuck is the pronunciation guide? Hold up.
Super.
There is a pronunciation guide. 1 second. Calculating.
Nice. Why is there a loading bar in the sky?
Oh,
I
it's
don't
it's
understand.
Sapu.
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 So it's the soft.
Yeah,
I like the-
SAWPOH. Sapu.
Sapu.
Interesting.
I don't know what that sounds Scandinavian maybe to me.
Hey, I mean,
but yeah, you
we have
make your way
lots
up.
of ladies
You
to choose
make your
from.
way up and like follow him and basically like there are literally giant-sized steps that are that climb atop that make their way up and it's like that awkward shit where like you cannot step on these steps. Y'all are just like climbing up these steps. They are at least
it's a good thing-
5 feet high each.
Oh gosh, the kobolds.
Yeet 'em.
The kobolds are just barrel of monkeying their way up there. Don't worry about it.
They're just like a reverse slinky.
Yeah, but a living slinky, yeah. Or undead slinky, whatever, same thing.
So yeah, they're just doing the like. Yeah, circus fleas going up the thing. You make your way up to the top, and there is a giant-sized road, 20-foot wide path made from bricks of ice, leading from the dock, and you can see the photo, or you can see in the distance, the literally skull-shaped island or skull-shaped fortress of Grimskull in the distance.
Oh, Crix, you want to ask our little tour guide where we're touring to and what they're trying to show us?
Where exactly are we going?
I will take you wherever you want to go. And you just let me know where you want. I know this island like the back of my frozen hand.
I look back to the group. Where exactly are we going?
I point at the skull.
Well,
We're
that
going
is
to the
one area
skull.
where we need to go, but can you
We clear that out first. We can go anywhere else we want.
I don't
Yes,
assume there's like a gift shop or anything. on this
Mr.
island.
Mr. Crix, if you do not mind, can you ask our little guide there if he has seen another stupid bitch-looking girl who happens to have an orb of mine. Sorry, that is vulgar.
Wants to ponder the orb.
Ask if you've seen another one of her.
Have you seen a bitch with an orb?
Looks like this, and points to Velen.
The little guy, like, looks at Velen, looks back at you all.
Not exactly like her. That one has the white hair, but there was another one that came to the island not so long ago, but she's dead. I can take you to her body.
I look back to Velen and say all that.
Velen cannot help but smile. She's like,
and people say I'm cold-blooded.
So sad. Not like she got over her head, that stupid nass. Okay, if you do not mind, I think that the Professor Orb would be very good to gather up first before we attempt to break in and attempt to break and enter into Orwell's fortress.
You know, when you put it that way, I think finding the orb and getting the hell out on our getaway whale is probably the best option.
Oh, well, we need to go inside the fortress in order to find the Codicil of White.
Yes, we will need that. Take us to the body first.
Yep.
I said
yeah, you got it!
Also,
And the longer we stay with her, the more I understand why her party broke up.
These little features here, are these like little hills?
Yes, they're hills.
Okay.
Yeah, they are topographically elevation.
Okay, just make sure it was that, not like a lake or something. Gotcha.
So, you make your way along. The party makes its way along this ice road as Sapo takes you in that direction.
Yeah, I'll take you there.
And you make your way along this winding road. You get to about here, and against one of the hills, you see a very interesting sight. Through the blowing snow, you can see a grand assembly of ice sculptures across a snowy field at the foot of the mountain in the center of the island. Closer examination reveals that the sculptures are completely faithful to their subjects. There are bears, elk, a saber-toothed tiger, some wolves, yeti, remorazes, white dragons, and other creatures of the north.
White dragons.
Someone has too much time on their hands.
No mortal hand could have created such wondrous works.
They look like life-like in every way, kind of a thing.
Yep.
Detail-wise. Okay.
How obvious would it be that it's frozen creatures rather than statues?
I mean, you take a close look at them. They're even at a glance, they're not creatures. These are legitimately like ice sculptures.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you could freeze a white dragon. So.
Well, that or.
I mean, if anyone could, it would be Oral.
Then I'll take a closer look if there's a roll I need to do or anything. Do the details look like, if you get really close to it, do they look like they're crafted in some way? Is there any evidence of chisel marks or anything like that? Or is
give me an investigation check.
All right. Oh, great. Good job, me.
Clearly, the aliens helped to produce these.
I mean, you look at this, and I mean, you joke about that, Mr. Demovan, but these are inhumanly crafted.
There's no sign of craftsmanship. There's no tools that could have done this. No artist's hand could make these things. This is very strange and scary.
And I immediately believe that somebody made those because Dad said that.
No, but look, there's the size of this grain of this particular element of this particular statue is beyond the scope of any particular tools known to mankind or kind.
What kind of rock is it?
Ice.
Yeah, it's legitimately just ice. These statues are like, it's like you're walking through what isn't like an expertly carved garden.
I do turn back to the party though with the mocking and everything. I know I say some crazy shit and you guys don't like it or whatever. Do take me serious on this one. I think Oral has done something to these. And if there's a white dragon right there that is now crafted out of ice, it doesn't bode well for us.
We've already dealt with one. Technically 3.
Well, 2 were infants. That doesn't count.
Does it though?
I
It
mean,
was
have you-
literally was it their no, they didn't just hatch. They were there. Never mind.
Yeah, they were weeks old at least.
All I'm saying is,
I'm
I don't
just
like
saying
this.
that with any
Ricky.
creature, smothering an infant is much easier than taking on a full-fledged adult.
That
You,
was dark
you
and
hear the
unnecessary.
flapping wings as
I don't know what
as
it is actually.
your guide method is like flapping away. Come.
All right,
He's
but
telling us to come.
That seems.
I think we could have picked up on that with context clues.
Yeah, he's like gesturing eagerly.
Yeah, well,
You make your way.
Yes, the translator.
I would like to keep an active scanning of the sky as we're walking now. Look towards the skull section. Yeah, I'll probably get on other details, but that's what I'm focused on if anything shows up.
Yeah, nothing really piques your interest. It's like eerily quiet here. The Sapo continues your journey. You make your way off of the frozen ice giant pathway and make your way across the tundra.
I just realized what Sapo's reference is. I'll link. Sorry. That was
Link it afterwards. So you find another one of these garden of ice sculptures. Same types of things, all kinds of like creatures and animals of the frigid north, all expertly crafted. It seems that they're just like dotting the tundra around here, almost just kind of like
there any
somebody's
mammoths?
idle playthings.
Someone needs a boyfriend, I think.
Or a mammoth.
You continue your way around, kind of
Yeah?
circling the base of Grimskull, circling the base of this mountain in the center of here. And eventually you come upon what looks to be a 10-foot tall wall made of ice, broken down in a few places, leaving gaps through which you can see what appears to be a huge garden of ice sculptures. These are different, however. You definitely see now that differed from the sculptures that you encountered, these seem to have a nice nougaty center, as these look to be the preserved remains of things that have died on this island. You see cadavers, pirates, hunters, adventurers, worshippers, anybody who has fallen prey to the frigid cold here.
They look like they've been gathered and collected in this particular region. Then, like, they're not naturally just all happen to die here.
They definitely
bad
all
for
look
us.
like they've been purposely placed here.
Okay.
This is the dying pit that we've come.
Yeah.
to.
Is this like they're all just piled here and then frozen over, or is there like fucking
No, they're not
serial
piled
killer
here.
sculptures?
These are like placed here with like purpose and care. Like
So it's
it's
serial
almost like a
killer
grisly
corpse sculptures.
diorama of
Yeah. Okay.
like a frozen scene. But it's kind of funny because you can tell that things are purposely placed here, but none of it makes sense. If that kind of translates, where it's basically like
It's purposeful but unknowable. Like we don't
It's
understand.
organized chaos.
it's organized. It's basically, I mean, you can tell like none of these things are from the same. Nothing's from the same set. This is all different to play into Porkin's side of things. This is like 5 different Warhammer 40k armies all like plopped together and trying to make one kill team. It's like somebody who's taken a bunch of different Lego sets and like put them all together and tried to make some sort of cohesive diorama or some sort of meaningful scene with it. It's interesting to say the least, but it's kind of odd as you stare through these walls.
I push one over just to see what happens.
You push one over, it shatters, and it's this like looks to be like some guy in like robes. You push it over, the robes and the individual inside just shatter into like a dozen different pieces, and you hear that sound like as the parts slide across the frigid tundra. And that's when you hear another sound that sounds quite unnatural. Grinding noise, a crunching noise.
The fuck is that?
Your eyes
didn't do
adjust
that.
to the. You look around, and then as you kind of like peer through the rows of sculptures in this strange cadaver garden, you see a shape rise up out of the group of things, and you see with what looks to be like a sailor in one of its hands. A giant ice troll looks in your direction. It takes a piece of another sailor out of its mouth that's been sucking on like a lollipop. Throws it on the ground, shatters it. Starts charging in your direction. Sapo goes, "Oh shit!" and hides in the snow.
Wait, does it see us, or is it just running towards us?
Oh, it sees you, and that's where we'll end for the night, as this thing starts charging across in your general direction.
Oh no.
Time to beat ass.
Yeah. So yeah, you are in the ice garden of Garden of Death is what it's called here in the book.
Oh, lovely.
Pleasant.
If I'd known that, I wouldn't have come here.
You really gotta put that higher in the travel
Garden
brochure.
of Death. Does Grim live here?
That wasn't on the brochure.
Yeah, I would love to imagine that just like Sapo like passed out like the equivalent of like a Disneyland like brochure at the beginning of this, like, "Welcome to the island of Solace. Here you go. Here's my brochure that I've been working on for the last like 10 months because nobody comes here and everybody dies. Here you go." Oh, interesting.
Repeat that last
so
part.
it's explain this, Chuckles. What is this thing that you have linked? Explain it.
Oh, Sampo. It's sort of a magical device that acts like a, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's something that was developed by, or like created by Ilmarian within the the Kalevala, which Silmarillion's heavily based upon. But it is it's kind of like a semi-cursed item, which is like it can give you whatever you want, but it typically ends up being stolen or whatever. But it also ends up causing within like the Kalevala, it ends up causing lots of travel around the north. So people are
within the what?
The north, the Kalevala, the Finnish national epic.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, the one we're all super familiar with. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I totally read in high school.
It's something I wrote a paper on in college.
I could hear the sadness in your voice when people didn't.
Okay, I understand it may not be the most well-known thing, but it's honestly one of the most important oral histories or mythologies that drove Tolkien's writing of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And also, like, for example, like the Ring Saga by Wagner, that whole the 4-part operatic series is also a Germanic offshoot of this mythology. So it was like not very well known, but very influential historical epics. And this is technically, it was written this 1800s because Elias Lunrut gathered the oral histories from their different the Sami tribes. I'm trying to think. I can't think of the moment. So Sami and Karelians are the ones who had the longest oral history. Cool. So it's honestly, if you're looking for something that's like a, almost like biblical sort of a thing where it's like an origin story / religious text, but actually accessible, it's a good read. Similar to like what's the my brain did. I'm thinking from Hades. There was one of the weapons that's from, or a couple weapons that are from the Gilgamesh epic. Yeah, it's similar to that.
Oh, gotcha. So it's like
but it's very
ancient hero type of thing.
Yes, exactly. And because it was pulled together in written form as late as the 1800s, even though it goes back 2,000 or 3,000 years, there's some aspects of Christian mythology are pulled into it as well. So there's this really interesting combination of like shamanistic and Christian imagery, but originally kind of a sorcerers, gods exploring the world and the origin. And
gotcha.
It's dense. I'm not saying it's an easy read, but it's a very cool one. And I'm obviously very biased, being as essentially the Finnish national epic. And Sibelius wrote an entire symphony series around the different acts of the Kalevala.
Cool. Oh, by the way, here is, if you are on Roll20 still, here is the wonderful art of the ice sculpture. Not the Garden of Death, but the ice sculpture.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, so this is one side where Thad was like, holy shit, this is too fucking real.
Are those trees actual trees, or are those sculpted as well?
They're sculpted as well. Yeah,
so it looks like
it's cool.
So everything's
That's
ice here,
cool.
basically. There's no actual vegetation or anything. It's just straight.
Can we just join oral? Because that's really cool.
Like, just turn
Our
all
culture
10
is
towns
made.
into ice sculptures.
Of
Like,
all the parties
it's like you
that could have entered
destroy
here,
this
I mean,
to save Dugan's hole. Like, come on.
I mean, here's the thing. Oral could definitely just be like, hey, I'm gonna make things dark here, but you also, everybody who lives up here gets free access to my theme park. And like everybody would
Yeah,
be cool.
Oral Land.
To be fair,
Are we not
everyone,
doing phrasing anymore?
everyone would go to Oral Land.
Yeah.
Aural or oral? Yes.
Our
Yes.
real
Yeah,
land.
And you can just have like, you ride the whale to Oral Land, and if he does his blowhole, you can just have a T-shirt that says "I got blown on my way to Oral Land."
Hell yeah, dude! This is great. This is awesome. All right.
Oh, sorry. One
Jesus.
last funny thing. This is completely unrelated, but back to the Klevla. All my different Wi-Fi tied devices are named after characters from the Klevla, and it's been the same way. I've had that for like 15 years now.
How fucking
Puckles,
Scandinavian of you.
I think this is awesome. You know all this, but I say this out of love. Nerd.
I accept it with equal amounts of love.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you all so much for a solid thing. We're now going head first into kind of what is the end game ish.
We're in the end game now.
Yeah, it's getting a little
End game ish. We're not true end game, as you probably already know. It's like getting to the city is like that's the end game.
It seems to be where we're going. Yeah.
But this is
Yeah, the city
this is
is
some
gonna be-
more interesting stuff here. That's like, different than you're finally like out of Icewind Dale, like no longer just kind of dealing with 10 towns type of shit. Like you're now finally interacting with the bigger picture, man.
So I'm assuming the city is gonna be like, what the fuck was the name of the city in Tomb of Annihilation? Omu, yeah.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Maybe in a sense of terms of like narrative positioning, but I'm curious to see more about this particular island, the weather conditions, the key. I know I got things I want to follow up on, depending on as a player versus as a character. We'll see how things go.
We'll start next time with dealing with this fucking ice troll that's coming for your asses. Trying to still find where Nas Lantomir's corpse is that Sapo will lead you to, and then eventually finding your way into Grimskal. And it's Grimskal, very also Scandinavian, because it is Grim and then Skalle.
Yeah, sounds alright.
Yeah.
Grimskalle.
Skull.
So yeah, thank you everybody. Solid session. Lots of a bit of fucking about and a lot of avoiding combat that I thought you were gonna have to fight. I totally thought you were gonna have to beat up the whalers, but hey.
We just went scary eco-terrorist.
Yeah, that was actually I appreciate that as a solution to that problem. That was really cool.
Hit him with that Greenpeace energy.
Big Greenpeace energy.
Yeah. Greenpeace as he sets C4 underneath the vehicle.
We're telling you to fuck off. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Blows up their fucking shit. Yeah.
That and I still the visual of Hyrokin just pouncing on the fucking vulture is too funny. I love it.
Or also just doing a dissertation from the rock.
Yeah, from the rock. It's like you hear it drifting over the wind, like from a distance, but it's just.
Yeah, I was definitely imagining that
He has a
situation.
PhD.
Imagining that situation where nobody was particularly paying attention to him, but the words were being like processed anyways.
Yep, exactly.
AKA a lot of freshman mandatory course lecturers.
Yeah. He's used to it.
Big time. Alrighty, I'm gonna end the stream, but I'm gonna go and tank some dungeons after this to try to level
No
up.
plans for tomorrow, right?
No, we're gonna be hiding off in Zon in the Undercity.
Okay. Don't get chem tanked.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm actually really curious about what it's gonna be like. So far,
Wait, what? I missed something.
Oh, yeah. So Derpy and I, along with some other friends, are going to a thing that is basically like a real-world immersive experience for Arcane.
Oh,
okay.
Shit, that sounds fun.
Yeah, so it's
really
called.
Cool.
There's a production company called Secret Cinema that does like in-person immersive experiences for like Hollywood films or things like that. They've done like Blade Runner 20, what was it? What was the recent one?
I think 2049.
2049. They did a Blade Runner 2049 one. We went to one during pandemic lockdown, a Stranger Things one where you basically were in like it was a drive-through experience. So it was like you drive. It was pretty good. I mean, you're like in your car for the entire time, and they did a really good job of it. But yeah, they have like it's like Hollywood production level shit with, and this one we're excited for because you're actually like it's a full-on experience of like you're going there.
I'm assuming you're not allowed to like film or anything.
No, but it's live streamed every night.
Ah, okay.
Ooh. Man,
Are you gonna be in the stream then?
down there?
Are we gonna be in the what?
Are you gonna be in the stream then?
There's a part of it that's like, and like part of the FAQ is like by buying tickets you agree to be in the live stream if you are filmed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we should watch it tomorrow night.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. I mean, maybe. It's. I think the first night was like Sunday night was like the first night that it was open because it coincided with the finale of the first season.
So there's spoilers, or is it just thematic?
No, it's just thematic. It mentioned it's like because like in the FAQ, it's like, do you need to watch the entire series to like participate? It's like, no, you should like watching like the first episode will be enough. So like,
just to give you the context.
Because it's nothing to do with like the story. It's more so to do like you're interacting.
Make sure
with,
you
like,
understand Zwan.
Yeah,
what the
or like
world
the
is.
underworld in particular. Like it's going to be that like it's situated in the lanes, which is that like.
Okay, side note, when they were talking about that, is that just the most fucking tongue-in-cheek possible reference?
What?
Probably.
Or is that
The
something
lanes.
that's like, yeah.
Because
There's a few times that, top, middle, bot, whatever.
Oh, maybe. I didn't even think of that. I didn't think of that at all. I thought of it as just like the lanes, as in like the.
It always makes me think bowling. I don't know why.
I don't know. I thought of alleyways. And
See,
stuff.
when I think I think the lanes, I think of bowling alleys.
Well, yeah, sure. There's plenty of things that could be referenced to, but just being that it's League, maybe I'm like hyper.
I think you're
trying to find the references there. Yeah,
maybe.
So I feel kind of watching it, knowing very little about League of Legends. Like, I bet there's a reference right there, and I don't get it.
Yeah,
I had a lot of that watching the
Easter
show.
eggs.
See, that's why I'm gonna watch it with Neon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys want, after you guys finish, I can give you a dissertation.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
I finished it now. But,
I've already dug through all the shit that I recognize with Derpy and some other folks. But yeah, we'll let you know how it is. It's gonna be pretty cool. Derpy is part of the. She is a. What are you gonna be? Because you actually have to assume roles for it. Like you get like a thing. So you're the hush.
You're the jungler.
No, she's jungling. She's bottling. She's jungle.
She's ADC.
There's different like gangs that you join. So she's the hush, which is like the rumor mongers of the thing. And what is your nickname? Do you remember? Oh, I'm Bones. My nickname is Bones. She's Smoke. She's Smoke. I'm Bones. I am
Smoking them bones.
Smoking them bones. And I am a member of the Scrap Junkers, I think is the name. And I'm the body modification people. And she's the rumor monger people. There's like the pleasure group, there's the drug dealers. And so like based on, and they encourage you to, whatever you picked, they encourage you to like wear colors associated with those groups. So like they give you like, okay, like for example, I'm gonna be wearing green. Derpy's gonna be wearing orange because that's how they identify you, because you're going to be like approached by like the members of those gangs. And
that's cool.
It's gonna be nuts. It's we already can tell that we've done things like this in the past with like the haunted house stuff. Very much like you get to be as active as you want to be. Like you could be as interactive as you want, or just kind of like sit on the side and observe. So it's gonna be interesting.
Where do you? I mean, this offline question, but where do you find this? Because I'm sure San Francisco has stuff like this.
There are some in like this is stuff that's like very much like we're in LA.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what it sounds. That's what it sounds like. I was like,
We're gonna go on a We're gonna go on a hike tomorrow first. Then we're gonna get some tacos. Then we're gonna go to this, and we're gonna be like in LA. We're gonna go down to like downtown LA, and we're gonna be at this show. It's gonna be
Also, Newport. Sorry, Newport
Tacos.
Beach. Newport Beach is a fucking trip, by the way. That
It
sure
is.
is.
It sure
I
is,
have
yes.
I've never been there before. I don't think. Maybe I have, but this is the first time I've been there, realizing what I was looking at. So
Yeah, it's a trip and it's a fucking castle, you know, like a
Neat little
very
bubble.
much,
Yeah.
Gilded walls all around it.
Oh yeah. That it's like that is the I think Newport Beach is the kind of like bastion within Orange County.
Yeah, it's
of,
almost like its own sub. Like it's almost a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a caricature of the county itself. To like that degree.
For sure.
That's
It's
exactly
like
what I got out of it.
when people watch the episodes of like the OC back in the day when that TV show was on, it was Newport
Basically
Beach.
Newport Beach.
Yeah. Like 100%.
Balboa Island,
Laguna
and, all that
and
shit.
Newport
Yeah.
Beach was the areas that it was characterizing. Because like if it was general Orange County, like if there's like the OC, like bruh, like interior Anaheim would be very different.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
No, I know. No. But that's just the funny thing is that like there's a lot more to OC than that. Like you got OC, a show titled The OC could totally be like a cholo like street gang. it's like
dude,
on
just
one
like in the
hand,
backstreets
and
of
then like,
Atlanta.
yeah, OC versus The OC. That's what Derpy says. Okay,
Nice. Would watch.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna do some Final Fantasy stuff. But peace out for now. For those who are out of here, thank you all for a
Good
really
night,
good
friends.
session.
Alright.
I don't talk.
All right, I'm ending the stream here. I'm gonna do some Final Fantasy after this, but bye everybody. I'm Scuzz Nugget. Tonight we had a great session with all of our players. We'll be back next Tuesday with more of the shenanigans as they explore this island. Thank you, everybody. We're out of here. Peace. Bye.